Yo, it's the new legal direct gaming. Y'all already know what time it is. I'm not going to play around with y'all. So we're going to get all the popularity sounds out of the way right now before we get to the unpopularity talks. Okay, so that's the popularity show. That's it. That's over with. So let's get to the unpopularity show. Let's go.
The following is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
It hurts y'all so bad to know that Xbox is not going to die. I know the collaborated effort within the media. We've been calling y'all out for years. It's a donkey circus. We get it. You guys were birthed on the PlayStation console. There's no hiding that fact. The history is there. We got numerous comments throughout the years of gaming on how you guys say the most silliest things when it comes to Xbox. And just to know you guys put a lot of effort into trying to get its demise, and it irritates you. It kills you to your bones that you can't destroy Xbox. But it gives me joy, and I laugh at all the collaborated efforts. We know that it's donkeyfied. The minute you make a text, the minute you open up your mouth, it's the language. Real Xbox fans know it. And when you say the dumbest thing, we know you're not an Xbox fan, because Xbox fans don't talk like that. Some of y'all are sitting up here fronting because of the internet. We know it. About 95% of y'all are not even putting in the work. You're just on there typing away. That's 95%. We just did the article on the last show. We know who the 3%ers are. Those are the 18-year-olds to the 24-year-olds. Most of y'all fit that category. They already let us know who are the ones who are going to be buying video games. That's 28 and up. This gaming industry is built on the backs of older gamers. This is facts. So you can't run, you can't hide. Gaming industry is being built upon 100,000 plus incomes now. That eliminated 98% of y'all. Now you got people crying over $10. I remember when y'all was crying over $3. So let's do the math. If you was crying over $3, that's $1.50 for 2 weeks. That's $1.50 1 week, $1.50 the next week, and y'all was crying over a $3 price hike. $3 price hike. Now you crying over a $15 a week for 2 week price hike. You messed up, because even at $30 a month, if you was to buy one game, that one game costs more than that. So you just let everybody know that you can't afford a $30 video game. Island Gaming, Jay, this is going to be a long day for them on DIRREC Gaming.
Yeah, buddy.
If you eliminated this service, you just showed everybody that you can't afford a $30 video game. One $30 video game a month. That's what you're saying out here.
Yeah.
Famo, it's $1 a day.
Famo. That's it. It's $1 a day. You can't even make this stuff up.
And buy Skittles for $2.99, and they're fine.
Yo, Spartan.
I'm sorry.
I know bums who beg on a bridge every day that can do better than that.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Don't do them like that, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
It's $40 a day.
Fact. You know, Spartan really killed it when he said that's $1 a day. That's correct.
Excellent point, man. I'm gonna use it. $1 a day, man. I love it.
Alan J,
In
I'm
Canada,
glad to have
it's
you.
$40, including
Man, I'm
tax.
happy to be
It's
here, man.
$1.33 a day. You're telling me you cannot afford that? Slap yourself, choke yourself until you're purple, and flush the toilet on your face.
But you know what's funny, Spartan? New legal. You know what's funny?
Come on, talk, brother.
Didn't these guys said that anyone who subscribed to Game Pass are brokies? Remember they had a saying. I remember these Sony fans saying that if it is you subscribe to Game Pass, you are a brokey. So now, what is it? Is it that we are living high off the hog, or is it that we are still brokies? I mean, you can't have it both ways. You cannot have it both ways.
This is why Xbox has over 37 million subscribers, and PlayStation has 80 million inactive subscribers.
Yeah.
I mean, so we don't need to worry about what they say. They sit there and talk. Let them talk. We enjoy gaming. Right now, I get to stream at their best quality. Guess what? Xbox Cloud just even got better.
Even better.
News.
I mean, and the power of the Xbox community was shown when we saw Helldivers 2 and how it performed. Helldivers 2 have no right to be performing better in the first 6 days on Xbox, a console with so little bit subscribers or owners compared to the console that has over 80 million. I mean, make it make sense. So when it is these guys are out here saying that PlayStation gamers buy games. Which games? The only games you guys buy is Xbox games. The MPD shows that. Come on, make it make sense.
You know, they could easily go collect like 40 empty pop cans or go in their basement and pick up empty pop cans and recycle them for like 5 cents each.
Come on,
you
man.
got like 50 of them there. That's $1.
Spartan.
Go sell them newspaper. That's $1 a paper.
Yeah.
You're that hurting. I'm done talking. We know what it is. We know how it breaks down. We here at Xbox, we're gamers, nothing but gamers and gamers for life. That's a live community.
Hey, Spartan, you good, brother?
We enjoy our time.
Right, Spartan, you good. If you go quiet, you're good, because I'm just gonna say this, Spartan. You nailed it when you said $1 a day. Okay, you killed it. That's $1 a day. Look,
that means I could go and have my smoke right now. Right?
Look, man, go wind down, brother. Look, there's nothing that they can do. There's nothing that they can say. This was a collaborated effort that's gonna fail horribly. The only thing that can happen is Microsoft backtracks, but guess what? Xbox is still here.
Yeah.
So it's not. You're not. Xbox is not going anywhere. That's the number one. That's the number one factor that's just killing them. Whose dog is that, man? Man, put the muzzle on the puppy, man, for we hurt this dog.
Hey, mute your mic, Spartan.
I think that was my dog, man. My dog.
No, we messing with the puppy, man. I'm just joking. Look, that was just me being funny. But look, this collaborative effort, man, right, has worn down a lot of people, and it's sad because in 2025, we, the Xbox community, should know better by now. I'm looking at what Google Poll is saying. I'm looking at what 30 Below is saying. I'm looking at what all these people in the chat are saying. And the mighty chat pack, I love them. Because like I said, I'd rather stand with 50,000 real Xbox fans than have 100-some thousand of fakies, bro, and all this diluted, polluted nonsense out here. Look, man, I tell y'all, you ain't gonna make me feel any kind of way because I prefer my Xbox console. You're not. I don't care about your feelings because we tried to warn you. We told y'all that this was coming. We told you you're gonna be entering into the big tech. It's coming. You holding on to this VHS mindset, you're gonna be let down. Start learning how to invest, because gaming soon is not going to be what you consider a cheap hobby. When in fact, you lied to yourself if you told yourself that, because gaming has never been a cheap hobby. Never has been. You thought the Atari 2600 was a cheap console in this day? You out your rabbit ass mind. You thought the NES was a cheap console? The Sega Genesis was a cheap console?
Yeah.
Some of y'all ain't even know those
It's always
consoles.
been a premium hobby.
It's all right, correct. Here's the thing. It's always been a premium hobby. Well, watch this. At a mid-tier gaming experience. And this, Alan J, is why they always made fun of us console players. Look, now all of a sudden, right, the word peasant is an imaginary word. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wasn't it the piece? Didn't we have terms like PC master race? So there was a master race of gamers just because they bought a PC? See, that's what PC fans had to tell themselves. Well, we're spending thousands of dollars over here, so we're a master race. It didn't have anything to do with how good they were gaming. That master race was a definition on because they spent more money to game. They had more control. I can do this and I can do that. That doesn't mean you're better than me. That doesn't mean you're better than me when it comes to gaming. My man Jerron in the building. Voltage in the building, baby. What's good? It's good to have you, fam. It's good to see you. There's no crying on direct gaming. We don't do that here. I didn't even want to do. I did this. We were going to do the show yesterday, but now I'm glad we didn't do the show. There was too much crying. There's no crying in gaming.
Dirty Blow said it ain't welfare pass no more. Perfect ammo.
No, it's not. They made sure of that. Look, we didn't say that. We didn't do that. They did it. They let the whole world know that gaming on Xbox is top tier. And we're even going to talk about that, Island Gaming, Jay. It's about to get for real. Look, man. They call people peasants.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
But as the years went by, Moore's Law is dying. The PC, right? The PC experience is not elevating.
Yeah.
It's stagnated. Now you can 244 hertz on my, but you're stagnated, bro. The console is moving up. Now you can get these TVs that can play these consoles at 240 hertz.
Correct.
The console experience, facts, man. We appreciate it, brother. Shout outs to you too, man. Always with your parody, always laughing, always not taking this stuff serious.
He's got the best memes, man. He's hilarious.
Yup. We appreciate Island Gaming Jay. And I'm gonna say this too while I'm slow cooking. I don't really listen to a lot of podcasters. I don't really listen to a lot of podcast shows. I don't, because I'm not learning anything for one. Really, there's not a lot anybody gonna tell me about Xbox. That's not my point of just sitting around trying to listen to people. I try to not do it because I feel like it's cheating my mighty chat pack community. Because if I start listening to other people, guess what you're gonna end up doing? You're gonna start regurgitating what they say.
Correct.
Right? But there are a few people, and I won't even say a few. That's a couple of people. And my brother over here next to me, he's one of them. He's one of them. And I didn't even know, when you was on the show the last time, and I gotta get on your show one day. But
yeah, for sure.
You hit me up anytime. But when you first came here, man, and you told me that you've been watching me way back in the day, that blows me away.
Yeah, way back in the day.
Right, because my whole thing was to inspire. I was bringing the streets to the microphone. Look, stop with these lame ass YouTubers because they're not talking about shit, bro. They're not talking about nothing. I need to hear the real Xbox community. And I was digging for the Xbox community. I was down there. Hey, Microsoft needs to listen to what you guys are saying, right?
Yeah.
And so that's direct gaming. It was never about me, right? You know this. If you was watching me from back then, you knew what I was trying to do, right?
I've been sub for minutes. I mean, I'm not a new subscriber. I mean, I've been sub for minutes. If you go back in the sub count, you will see me years ago. I subbed to the channel.
That's crazy. Yeah. And you see people talk. They're just normal people. I never thought that Island Gaming Jay would one day get a YouTube channel and just do as good as he's doing. We need that to happen. That's what we were preaching on Direct Gaming. Come on, y'all, because I knew there was people out here that had that knowledge. We need more. The problem is we don't have enough real Xbox channels.
Correct.
We don't have enough of them. And the one thing that I always liked about you, man, is that when you talk about things, you go even under the rug, man. You hit them where it counts. And you have your little parody moments, which are excellent because they're funny. You make us laugh, right? But you're back to your seriousness. You don't ever get out of character. You don't get silly and goofy like this. You stay right there with your information because you know it's true. You know it's worth saying, and you know it's worth listening to. And it's undeniable. And you're not saying lies.
Thanks, man. Thanks, man.
So I appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
This is why I reach out to you because I'm a fan, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I'm a fan of you from years since, man. From years since. But I mean, it's so much of fluff out here, and there's so much of lies. Because even back then, when I see the narratives, how these even news outlets switch the narrative so quick. And I say, but why persons aren't saying something for Sony, but they're saying it for Xbox? That's strange. And then after when I go and I look more into it and I see that there is truly an Xbox tax. What Sony gets away with, other companies don't get away with. There is no right Astrobot should have won Game of the Year. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, we know that. Yeah.
That's nuts to me.
Right.
That game was not even critically acclaimed by the gamers, where a lot of gamers bought it, a lot of gamers enjoyed it, and they said that. Yes, most of the things they copied from Nintendo, most of them. So how could you grade them as Game of the Year based on that? But I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. This is why I got into this, because of listening to guys like you and seeing the disparity between PlayStation and Xbox.
If you get to my state, Island J Gaming, just hit some weed. You'll forget about all the. You're in that Caribbean sea, man. You got.
Buddy, no, man. I don't smoke, man. I don't smoke, man. I like to keep a clear head.
Enjoy the hookah. I mean the hookah.
I'm trying to get my Canadian brother to realize that, man. But he stays in the clouds, man. But that boy be working on servers, man. He be working on servers. That boy mind be gone at the end of the day, man. It relaxes him, so I leave him alone.
Yeah, man. Hey.
I'm just joking. You guys enjoy.
Yeah, hey, but you're right. You know, we're getting into it, y'all. This is just an introduction, but I'm honored to be around you guys, all you guys, the Mighty Chatpat, Island Gaming J, the panel, my brothers. You know it. I am. It's ridiculous, right, that we keep going through this, and it's not so much of the donkeyisms that get me. It's the Xbox community that keeps. I don't understand it. Like,
yeah.
It's like, I don't know, man. I've been preaching about this half-breed mentality. This is why I don't.
Oh, good Lord.
You know, I do. Listen, hey Jay, I've been saying this for years. If you a half-breed, multi-console owner, double agent, all that, you don't speak this language. I'm sorry, you just don't.
That's right.
We're cool. Oh, I like my play. We're cool.
Yeah.
But I know when it rains hard, you're gonna cry.
Yeah.
You don't stand 10 toes down.
No.
Because you're shifty. I can't depend on you. You're shifty.
Correct.
And look, I'm talking from and they can't come at me because bro, I'm sitting here with a Sega Master System in my hand right now.
OG.
OG. Right. OG. I can go over here and get my ROG Ally out right now. I can go get my Switch.
You know about the days. You are from the days when you couldn't save to beat a game.
Exactly.
You had to beat that game that same day.
Right. Exactly.
Come on, man.
Facts. Come on. Look, if they want Xboxes, I got them.
Come on.
What you want? So this ain't about this topic isn't about who owns what, because I could care less what you own.
That's right.
It's not about what you own. And that's another thing. Oh, that's another catch. What cracks me up is about these narratives that this weak ass social media gaming community has created for itself. Do y'all realize it's your own downfall? Because you never fooled somebody like me. If you have multiple consoles in the first place, right? Because that's where they go. And it wasn't too long ago that you was telling us to get a PC. So if you guys got all these consoles and PCs, what you crying for?
Yeah.
Why if Xbox moves up in a subscription, right? Hold on, watch this, Ron J.
That's a good point. That's a
watch this, y'all. Watch this.
Yeah.
If the dead console, the third place console, the console with no games, increases its price. Why are you crying? Checkmate.
Checkmate, man.
You don't like DIRREC Gaming. You don't like Island J Gaming channels because we rip your souls apart. We see right through the BS, bro. You don't make any sense. Why would anybody cry over what's last place? Make it make sense.
Make it make sense. But guess what? This is the trending news all over the internet.
Right, because guess what, Island J? Bad news of Xbox sells.
Come on, man.
Right, that's what sells. And if you into this YouTube thing, which ain't nobody, there's not one. You know what? Listen, all these so-called YouTubers, none of them are celebrities. None of them.
Yeah.
All these common home house names, Xbox shows that these donkeys run to, none of them are celebrities.
Yeah.
None of them. Don't nobody know who these guys are. They're no different from me and Alan J.
Yeah.
No different. I'm in one of the biggest states in this country. If I start walking around my hood saying, "Have y'all watched these dudes?" Don't I know who these dudes are? You're not the $1 million. You're not the million subscriber status YouTubers. That's who the world knows.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? That's who the world's rocking with. They're not rocking with no 100,000 faker. They're not rocking with a 50,000 faker, a 20,000 faker, or a 10,000 faker. They don't know you.
But as you rightfully said, bad Xbox news sell. We had a number of actual YouTubers admitting that. They said, here what? When it is I put up a bad Xbox news, why do you think Dreamcast guy puts up Xbox is dead every other video?
Every other week.
It sells.
Right.
He said it himself. He said, here what? When I have rent to pay, all I need to do is put up an Xbox is dead.
He said it.
And guess what? The money cha-ching.
He said it. Right. I mean, the guy boldly said it because he knows that's just how dumb the social media game. They're not even gamers. He knows that. They're feeling fairies. That's what they are. Feeling fairies. They have these. They put these feelings in their heart, and they just want somebody to tickle their feelings for them. And these are men. These are men. These are adults that want this. They want that kind of treatment, Sanchez Gaming. You can't make this stuff up.
Yeah.
So whatever they hate, that's who they go to. But notice, I said I don't watch YouTubers. I listen to Island Gaming J.
Yeah.
I listen to that. So I don't know what you're talking about when you come and talking about. I don't know who these dudes are, bro. These dudes don't entertain me. All these crybabies, we watched them all yesterday. Just cry. And to the point where it wore down some of the people on Twitter X that I respected. Wore them down.
Yeah.
And when I come out here, we do this for them. For them. We do this for them. Because guess what? Everybody don't fall for the bullshit.
What's up, Pastor?
What up, game trailers, man? What up, man?
Island J. The way I look at it, this Reforge raping guy, this crater face crackhead, Dreamcast crack smoking guy, every single one of them, including Sony themselves as a corporations, they do not have any legitimacy to say anything towards Xbox. It's only cries and tears, like New Legal said, and that's it.
Yeah.
They got no say in anybody's yards, and if they want to sit there and talk about you this, you that, you got no legitimacy.
Hey,
no legitimacy. What's up, Games?
Here, there, anywhere.
You right, Spartan.
Say it. You got no legitimacy. You and your corny ass corporation that failed you and got a refresh of a console that can't even upskill you. Fuck you.
Facts.
Yeah,
Facts.
yeah.
See it in the faces, man. Don't even if they see just 1 year out the other. You know what?
Yeah, just laugh and go on, bro, because the
what the
stats are
real
already there that they don't buy games.
For
If
these
you're on social
little
media,
fucking-
going back and forth with these people, man, you're just wasting your time. I keep telling y'all that. And listen, you're talking to an ultimate console warrior, bro. I got championships in this stuff. So when I'm telling you that you're wasting your time now, you're wasting your time now.
Correct.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you got to figure out where you're in now. I figured out the era that I'm in now. This is content and services. This is not a console war no more. And for those that only rely on the console war, only tells me that you're not a gamer.
Yeah.
You have a deficiency. See, you must be one of these 1 or 2 game players. I'm not a 1 or 2 game player. And if you are, then why don't nobody know you when you put your game in? See, look, if you're sitting on one game that long and nobody knows you, you're trash. You're trash. I don't care what you like to play every day then. You're trash. Because when I was stuck on Gears of War 3 every day, I became ranked 10 in the nation.
Woo!
People knew my gamer tag,
man.
my name in the forums, my name all over the place.
Woo!
So how can you just play on 1 or 2 games and nobody knows you and that's all you play all the time? I don't want to hear from you, bro.
Yeah.
Like you're the ones that are out here crying about $10. The real Xbox community has already stacked their Game Pass.
Yeah.
We've already stacked it. What do you look if you're talking about savings, right? You're talking about $10 savings. What do you think we've been doing all this time? What do you think Microsoft's been doing all this time? Look, I got a 14-year-old son who just had his 14-year-old birthday not too long ago.
Right.
That boy's been game sharing with me ever since he could play on his Xbox.
Wow.
Off of game share alone, what is $10 to me? Do you know I have over thousands of I got thousands of digital games. Thousands. Yeah. So the fact that he don't have to pay for one game and watch this.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Right. We're going to speak the language here today. I don't care about all this crybaby stuff that's going on. You're going to get the language here. Out of all those games, he doesn't have to pay for one of them. And then on the icing on the cake is the crazy part. Yeah. He doesn't even have to pay for Game Pass, even though I got Game Pass. He gets it too. He gets it. He gets it. Now watch this. I want to go back. I want to go back in time. I remember, like I said before, and I don't want to elaborate. I'm just going to make this comment. I remember getting made fun of from the welfare gamers, the real welfare gamers, who didn't pay for their online service, who made fun of those who paid for them. I want y'all to know is this. We never been the same. Since day one, Xbox gamers and PlayStation gamers have never been the same. We don't share the same common ground because y'all don't do what we do. We were willing to pay for our online gaming because our online gamers, our online games have already been better than y'all's. That's facts. That's why you guys don't have no online gamers now. You don't have online games. We just took yours. Helldivers 2 is doing better on Xbox today.
Wow.
We took your one and only successful multiplayer game, live service / game, whatever you want to call it, and it's on Xbox. It's literally at home. Because you guys weren't even taking care of it. So it's at home now where it's taken care of. And we got made fun of paying for that. All the way up to $60 we paid for it. It's so good that Sony adopted it. Now you pay for it.
Yep.
You pay for it now. And then look, I remember coming up where all you heard from the PlayStation community, I'm lagging. Because they didn't believe in high-speed internet.
Yeah.
These are these same old lames that cry and bitch about everything. Oh, my internet don't run right. Well, damn it, man. You a grown-ass man. Get high-speed internet. Now everybody has high-speed internet. You don't hear that no more. You don't hear a bunch of complaining about connection and going on. Now what you hear now, I'm wired in. I'm wired in now. That's all you hear. I'm wired in. Shout out to Rank. Shout out to G4, man, in the building. What did my man say? Non-line gamers. Exactly, famo. Rain G4 coming in with the blessing. Thank you, man, for everything, brother. Appreciate you. You already know. Rain G4 is a veteran in the chat pad community. I always enjoy my man, my AT alien. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I got breaking news though.
What's up, man?
What's that? What's that breaking news, man?
I got
guys.
two Jamaicans in the house tonight.
No, Arlington not Jamaican. He Trinidadian.
Oh, he
man.
Trinidad. Yeah, that's right. My bad.
Yeah,
But
hey,
two
man,
Islanders, Caribbean Islanders. There we go.
Oh man, my Caribbean brother game Trinidad.
That's right. That's
What's the
right.
breaking news there, man?
Man, I'm sorry, man. I canceled my Game Pass. I support the developers, man. I canceled my Game Pass, man.
So you gonna be back on next in 2 more weeks when Call of Duty come on?
Hell no.
Damn.
Yeah, it's over, man.
So you just are you gonna sell your Xbox?
Hell yeah. I'm gonna sell my Xbox tomorrow in the pawn shop and get a PlayStation 5 Pro.
Get a PlayStation 5 Pro.
If you dare sell your Xbox, I'll send some Al Qaeda after you. You're gonna keep that and playing it, bro. The homies from Afghanistan gonna come say hello. Games don't play.
Hey, don't mess with the Persian over here, man. Don't mess with him over here.
2 more cancellations out of the chit chat or this panel, man. We gonna Allah Akbar soon. Don't play.
But I said again, man. Look, vote for your wallet, right? That's basically what it is, man. Like, if you don't like it, unsubscribe. But I said again, if you unsubscribe, how do you play online gaming? Xbox Live don't exist.
Facts.
So the only tier you could go to is the $9 tier. Yeah, the essential. Yeah, that's the only tier you could go to. So while you're on, so this is what I'm saying, right? You could unsubscribe the ultimate and go down to a tier or go down to the essential to get Xbox Live. Because all of these guys unsubscribe next week. Call of Duty coming out in November. Oh, no, forget about Call of Duty. Battlefield coming out in 8 days.
Facts.
So if you want to play Battlefield, how are you going to play online in Battlefield? You gotta have Game Pass.
Facts.
So Game Pass, yeah. So all you guys don't subscribe. You guys go to subscribe again, but most of you guys go to subscribe to the $9.99. All right. Yeah, no. I still get money to YouTube chat, right? I understand where the people coming from, right? Because a lot of people don't want the Fortnite and the Ubisoft Plus crew, right? Whatever, right?
Can I stop you right there real quick?
Yeah.
I want to say something. I just want to say something to your comment. I just want to say something to your comment. I'm gonna let you cook. Mm-hmm. Eagles don't listen to chicken talk. Tigers don't listen to kitty cats.
Yeah.
Wolves don't listen to dogs. You know what I'm talking? You hear me, man? Like, gamers don't listen to people who just play 2 games. If you just playing 2 games, what the hell did you subscribe to Game Pass for in the first place?
Yeah.
You can't see what I'm saying? They're going to continually hit a brick wall with me, Games Heroes, because that don't make no sense to me.
Correct.
You're playing free-to-play games, but you're paying a subscription fee to play free-to-play games because you're not going to play over 400 something, or you're not going to play over 300 something games as offered to you. You're just going to play 2 games, but you buying that service. That's dumb.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So this is what I'm saying, right? I said again in my YouTube channel. Microsoft should have just included the day 1 game in the premium section and charge people $20 a month. Don't include the EA and the Ubisoft Plus title and the Fortnite. If they did that, a lot of people would downgrade the $20 plan. I get it what people are trying to say, But once again, the $30 still bang for your buck because now when you get the EA Play, you get a Ubisoft Plus Classic and the Fortnite. Now the Fortnite is the controversy, right? We're grown ass man in the in the legal podcast. So I don't play that crap. You play, more power to you, right? I understood what Microsoft called the Fortnite group because I didn't know what the hell that was, right? This was it's a subscription service for Fortnite, right? So if you're a big fan of Fortnite, and let's say your son, your nephew, or your daughter plays Fortnite, and you subscribe to Game Pass Ultimate, you get the Fortnite skins, the V Bucks, and everything. That was the bang for your buck. You're getting a lot of content in the Ultimate. I understand the $30. A lot of people don't want to pay the $30, but $30. This is they're not going to put the price hike in next 10 years because there's no way they will do that. So Microsoft needs to do what I do. Just put the day one games pack to the premium section and just charge them $20. That's it. If you did that, legal and Pastor Joe, I don't think a lot of people will complain.
Game
But hold
First,
on,
can you hear
hold on.
me? Okay.
Yeah, but hold on.
No, I just want to
Finish.
make sure you can hear me because I'm about to
Yeah,
read
yeah,
something. Okay.
yeah. So now this is my problem with the gaming community. One guy canceled, everybody follows. There's a lot of followers in this community. This is not an airport. If you want to cancel the Game Pass, cancel it. I don't care. We don't give a crap what you do with your money. But once again, I must say this, right? Game Pass, Xbox Live does not exist. So you have to have a choice. You have to downgrade your plan to get the $9.99 to play Battlefield multiplayer. Because how do you want to play the multiplayer? So when Gears of War EA comes and you buy the game, fine, you can buy the game. But how you gonna play multiplayer? You gotta have Game Pass. So you guys are going out there unsubscribing Game Pass instead of going up the premium tier. That's the lowest. That makes more sense. All right, that's why Microsoft giving you three options. You guys is a fake outrage. Everybody wants money and clicks on YouTube. Xbox is dead. Xbox is dead. Xbox is dead. How many times Xbox been dead the past 20 years? And look, PlayStation does the same thing too. But the reason why PlayStation is cheaper because they don't give you day one games, and most of these games are old ass games. Yeah, they got more games on PlayStation Plus, but most of these games are old ass games, right? They don't. They just got Lies of P this year. We got that shit 2 years ago, right? They're getting leftover Game Pass games that came out on Game Pass 2, 3, 4 years ago. So you think PlayStation Plus is great value? Play Goat Simulator and Cocoon already beat the game like 2 years ago on my Game Pass. More power to you, right? So and I don't think the PlayStation Plus have EA Play. I don't think so. So what are you doing here? So man. Look, man. I'm gonna say this right. You guys are grown ass man on the internet. Stop whining and crying. You don't like the service? Unsubscribe. All right. I'm tired. Listen. I am tired of this crap. Every time there's something happen with Xbox, I'm gonna sell my Xbox. How many times you gonna sell your Xbox? You said it last time. You said it last time. How many Xbox do you have? I'm gonna sell my Xbox. I'm gonna unsubscribe. I'm gonna show. Passenger. I see some people in the community. I'm gonna sell my Xbox, get a PC, and buy Xbox games on the PC. But nigga, how that benefit that's benefit Microsoft? You're making Microsoft more money.
You doing?
Oh,
Yeah, because you.
but dude, what are we doing here?
It's comedy.
If you don't like what they're doing, leave. But if you leave and you go to a different place and you buy the games on the PC, you're still supporting Microsoft. You proven in point what Microsoft ad said. This is an Xbox. You idiots. All right, you guys are grown men on the internet fighting over consoles.
Correct.
If you don't like the service, unsubscribe. Go down to the lowest tier. You have to go down to the lowest tier because you got to play multiplayer games.
Yeah.
So the people playing the beta right now on Xbox with the Battlefield whatever beta, guess what? They're playing with the ultimate tier because they have to get the beta. We don't have to pre-order the game to get the beta early.
Don't the
So
regular tier give you
yeah, exactly. So if you want to play Call of Duty multiplayer, you have to go to the lowest tier because Xbox Live doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Are
So
you
what were
ready?
we doing? Yeah, go ahead, nigga.
Are
I'm
you ready?
sorry,
No,
rant.
brother.
No. I'm sorry to rant, man. But it's
No, you
getting the
ain't ready.
point, man. It's getting the point that I want to hit somebody in the head, man.
Look. To my island brother, to my
Yeah.
island brothers. I got you, Island J. If you have anything to say, Island J, forever
No,
hold your peace.
well, no, well, what I would say is that it has to make sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
If it is the saying that here what, because I think I heard Paris said it's no longer value, right? It's no longer value. We have to logically look at it. When you look at Xbox Game Pass, getting Xbox games day and date into this service is a W.
Right.
It's
Unbelievable.
a big W, right?
Right.
These same games are the games that when they hit PlayStation, these guys are going crazy off of it, right? So these games are leading the industry, right? So right now, for Xbox gamers, we are like first-class citizens because we get that off the bean. From the time it drops, we get it hot off the press, right?
Right out the oven.
So right out the oven, you just put a little bit of cocoa butter, a nice bit of butter on that, and you eat that hot and steaming out the oven, right?
Right.
That's one. Two, not only do we get all these games they won, as Game Trailer said, and as I believe Spartan said it too, cloud gaming, and the same game that you bought on the console, you could play it on the PC and vice versa, right? So I mean, which system is doing that? You just said it legal that here what even your kids benefit from it, right? So when it is you look at that is just the base.
That's the base.
That's just the base, right?
Right.
Now let's add on EA. Let's add on EA Play. That is value. When you add on EA Play, you add on that Ubisoft Classics value. When it is you add on that Fortnite, as you rightfully say, legal, the biggest game in the world on Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. How could you go wrong? So when it is you look at all of these things,
you can't go wrong, man. You can't go wrong.
When it is you look at this thing,
I'm gonna break legs, y'all. Just let that man talk.
How could somebody look at all of these things and say that's not value? I'm trying to make it. I'm trying to understand that a person could see all of that and say, no, man, this ain't it. If you was to add up all of those services, because guess what? Fortnite Crew is $12, right? EA, Ubisoft Play, that's $16, $15.99, right? And I believe the standard EA is $6.99. When you add all of that up, plus the $20 that Game Pass used to be, it's well over $40. It's well over $40. So right now, $30 is a deal. But guess what? If it is you're saying, you know what, 30 is too rich for my liking, there's a lower tier. There's a lower tier. It's not to say you have to buy Ultimate. There are different tiers that could suit your wallet. Diversity, right? They are giving each gamer what they want. So at the end of the day, when these guys say no value, they are not articulating themselves tell me that here what? This is no value. Because I'm not seeing it that way.
Right. Okay, y'all ready?
Yeah.
Okay. This is I'm glad y'all can still hear me because I used to have complications with that.
No,
So
we hear you
now
loud and clear.
the update is working real good on my mobility because I went mobile now when I'm doing this. So thanks to everybody that was patient. Yeah, I'm mobile, bro. I'll walk anywhere. Bro,
Jeez,
facts. I ain't stuck in no daggone room no more, bro. I go anywhere. I go down the road, drive it. It's all
What?
beautiful now.
All right.
All right, y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Because you know I don't play with them. You know I don't
Yeah.
play with them. All
Go
right,
ahead.
everybody, buckle up. I'm about to take all the air out the room. This is why they don't like direct gaming. This is why they don't like Island J Gaming, okay? This is why they don't like games traders. All right, here we go. Let me do this first because this is hilarious. Let me do this first. Let me do this. Let me take a pic. Let me just re-snap. Makes it easier. Do that. Let's do that. Okay. So let's do that again because people tend to forget, right? So let me see. Okay, not there. Okay, here we go. So we're talking about Game Serials made some points about Fortnite, right? And then I'm gonna start there first because there's a mystery in all of this. Because people are confused why Microsoft went with Fortnite, right? All these base, feeble-minded gamers out here that no students of the game. Because I'll be listening to what they say. They be even in the comment sections on forums and articles sounding dumb. They're ignorant. Sometimes the ones that bark the most know nothing. You know, I don't make fun of where I come from, right? I have humble beginnings. My parents are from the countries and the backwoods, and I got big family members, right?
Yeah.
And then a lot of them never been anywhere. A lot of them ain't never seen much. But when I go home and visit family, they do a lot of talking. And I sit back. I've been halfway across the world. I done grew up on an island. I done been across the international date line. I done seen culture, you know? spoke an ancient language when I was young that my sister still speaks today. And I listen and I be like, for people who haven't been anywhere, they sure do like to talk a lot. And they talk a bunch of nothing. But you humble, that's your people, and you be quiet and you let them be, right? Same kind of stuff I see today.
Right.
A lot of these gamers, these 1-2 knick-knack paddywhack gamers, the ones that you see barking a lot, they not the gamers, bro. And I'm about to prove it to you. Watch this. The largest game in the world. All right? Watch this. The community that plays Fortnite the most is comprised primarily of young adults and teenagers. Remember what I said, people. Young adults and teenagers. Now just remember about the last show I talked about. Specifically, the age group between 18 and 24. Man, look how beautiful this is. Legal, why do you do this to them? Because it's how I do. The 18 to 24 age group is where you are about to catch your ultimate L here tonight. All you knick-knack paddywhackers, all you crybabies, you're about to catch your L tonight on DIRREC Gaming. Because I love it when the community does this. It's where I entertain. This is where I love it when they start doing this. Because and it's a shame that some of you guys with these YouTube channels, y'all go the way of being dumb just for a view. Just for a view, when all you have to do is come out here and just do what I do and tell the truth. But no, you rather sell your intelligence for a view, and you're not even making money like that. That's what's sad. That's the sad part. So the community that plays Fortnite the most is comprised primarily of young adults and teenagers, specifically 18 and 24 age group, who make up significant portion of the player base, along with a notable percentage of preteens and students. While the game has a large global following, The United States also accounts for the largest percentage of players in spending. So we're gonna start with the Sesame Street question first. Where is Microsoft located at in the world? That's a question I'm just saying. Anybody can answer it. Where is Microsoft located in the world?
North
Well,
America.
in
Thank you.
US.
Thank you, Spartan. What? Okay, Spartan. You live the closest to it. Okay, so what state in America is Microsoft headquarters in?
Oh man, I'd say Seattle.
That's not a state, that's a city, but you're right. Washington. No. Washington. You're all right, you're fine. Washington. All right. Now, Washington is in the United States of America. So my question would be, why would an American company invest in an American game, the number one largest American game? That's the first one. For the dummies out here, just for the dummies, right? Second, here's where I know you are a bunch of liars. I'm about to expose you. All of y'all are a bunch of liars tonight. Well, yesterday, all that crying, even today, you're a bunch of liars. Because if you're part of that 18 to 24 age group, you have no business talking. And I'm about to prove that. So the young adults, for demographics by age, young adults, over 60% of Fortnite players are between 18 and 24 years old. So the 18 to 24 dominate Fortnite. Teenagers, a substantial number of players are teenagers, with some estimating placing the 13 to 17 age group around are 20% of the total. Preteens and younger are about 26%. They play the game, and roughly 40% of Gen Alpha players prefer Fortnite over other games. 40%. So I want to let y'all know that 40% of Gen Alpha players prefer Fortnite over any other games. 40%. So I don't want to hear about no Call of Duty. I don't want to hear about no Gears of War, Halo. I don't want to hear God of War. I don't want to hear about no PlayStation exclusive. I don't want to hear Mario Brothers. See that? When it comes to this era of gamers, 40% of them, that's just slightly under half, but 40% of them prefer Fortnite over anything. And the largest group is 18 to 24. Now, remember what I just said, Anna J. Remember what I just said. Now watch this. The key characteristics in all of this is this. Students, a majority of Fortnite players are students.
Right.
Students. You remember back in the day when Halo was out? The majority of players that started Halo was students. There you go. The dorms, the landlines. Watch this. Nationality, the largest nationality that plays Fortnite are U.S. players. Fortnite is a United States established flag down game.
Right.
It makes up the largest percentage of the gaming audience and are also the top country in terms of spending on the game, the US of A. Now watch this. Gender. The player base is largely male. Who did we see crying on social media in the last 2 days? A bunch
Females?
of men. A bunch of right. There you go, Alan J. Right. A bunch of bitches. That's right. I know where you're going with that. I feel you. No, we don't want any female. We don't want any female to get it twisted. We're not here to disrespect no women. We're not. This was a sidebar. He's right. A bunch of females crying. Male females. Right. The player base is largely male, with about 73% of the gamers identifying as male. 73%.
Jeez.
Now watch this. Y'all ready?
Break it down.
Here we go. Okay. just a couple days ago, right now, it hadn't been too long ago, about a week ago, maybe. I can't remember. Last show, we talked about this. There was an article that Crazy Lou sent to me because I was like, you know what? I don't feel like talking about gaming. I want to play more on my Xbox when I get home. I advocate gaming before I do this, right? I advocate gaming.
Right.
I don't advocate podcasts first.
Right.
So when Crazy Lou sent me this article said it all. The data came in and it said it all. Now remember this number, Arlington.
I got something new though, but I can't send it to you now because I'm blowing up the toilet, so you gotta hold up.
You're just gonna wait, Crazy Lou. You're just gonna wait. Look,
I ain't kidding you, man. I put a message, you didn't read it, so I had to hop in through the cell phone and tell you. You gotta.
I'll look at it right in a minute after I get through breaking these legs. Okay. The audience this is from Sakana. This is from Sakana. Island Gaming J, a data company that gets the data. Well known, like Ampery. Well known.
Yeah, from Mass Piscatella. Yeah.
Right. This is what they specialize in.
Yeah.
So watch this. This was talking about console ownership. Watch this. The console ownership is increasingly focused on the more affluent households. Data shows U.S. analytics from Sakana says that households with 100,000 plus income. So that just knocked out about 95% of these idiots on social media. Just destroyed them all, right? Because they said the majority of this age group is 73%. We're talking Fortnite. Watch this. We're talking Fortnite, right? Now watch this. Households of 100,000 K. Ain't talking about students. Students don't make 100,000 K.
Right.
Income now make up 43% of video game hardware sales. A rise from 36% just a few years ago. Now watch this. The audience is also getting older in the United States, according to Sakana. Look, 18 and 24-year-olds only account for 3%.
Jeez.
Wait a minute, Alan J. Hold on. Don't get the sledgehammer yet. I'm gonna rewind that. The audience is also getting older in the United States, according to Sakana. 18 to 24-year-olds only account for 3%. Fast. Let's go back again. The community that plays Fortnite the most is comprised primarily of young adults and teenagers.
24.
You get what I'm saying? Are you getting where I'm coming from?
Yeah, I'm getting where you're coming from, and it makes a lot of sense.
Right. Specifically, the 18 and 24 age group. Go back. The audience is also getting older now in the United States, according to Sakana. 18 and 24-year-olds only account for 3%.
Listen to me. You are studying this like if it is you're studying this for a college degree, man.
Famo, I'm a student of the game, Famo. They cannot mess with me, dog. This is what they can't. None of them can. Nobody. You feel me? Look, Famo, look. If 3%. Right, you stupid Spartan. This is a TKO. This is an MMA chokehold. TKO. The lights out. I told you.
Right now you have them.
What just happened? What you witnessed in 2 days, in 2020, in 48 hours? What y'all witnessed is a bunch of idiots conglomerating for the 3%ers.
Yeah.
People, the audience that are not even relevant to the gaming industry.
Microsoft will not study that 3%.
Right, now watch it. There you go. Okay, so on the flip side of things, Microsoft wants that 3% to grow to a 97%. How do you get, now watch this. I just told you what I used to do, right? How do you sit on a game for 3.5 years and play it only, and that's the only game you play easy? You are a top hitter. You are a top hitter and you want your rank to never fall off. Because that's what I did on Gears of War 3. People ask me, Legal, why did you stay on it? Because in my mind, I told myself I'm the best. And you get stuck with that and you don't want to see your rank go down. You don't want to see where you're at go down. And it stays there. So I understand these Fortnite players. I understand these Call of Duty players. That's all they play. I understand 2K. I understand my son. I understand them.
Yeah.
You know, I told him, I said, you know, you're in the 200s. That's mighty impressive for a 14-year-old kid who goes to school, comes home, who does his homework and everything, still get on 2K. I see my son wax these dudes. And my son has a team that it's his basketball teammates. They get on here and they make donkeys mad. And my son he don't talk crazy. He likes to listen to him. And he laughs. He laughs. He gets a kick out of him. And he told me, it's the PlayStation guys that do the most talking on this game, and they get whooped. He says, I want to show you something, Dad. Look at the top 10 in the world. He said, there's only 3 PlayStation fans, only 3 guys in the world. The other 7 are all Xbox. He said, it ain't PC. He said, they're all Xbox. He says, you're right when it comes to Xbox gamers. I said, I've been telling you this. We're built differently. You're looking at, you have been stuck, right? This is a checkmate moment on Di-RRec Gaming. What you witnessed in the last 48 hours is a bunch of lames. All of them. I don't care who you like. I'm calling them out. A bunch of lames collaborating over the 3%ers that don't do anything for the industry.
Yeah.
But guess what? Here's the mystery. I just told you. There's a strong percentage in that 3 that play Fortnite. And here's the problem. This is what I was telling Game Serials today. The problem is Fortnite is the biggest in the world. So you have gamers who are multiplayer live service gamers stuck over here on the largest game in the world, and they're only playing that game. That's not a good look.
Correct.
Because what grows the industry is what that report said the other day. Xbox gamers play more games than anybody. We don't have to play the longest. We don't have to put in the most hours. How you gonna put in the most hours if you're playing more games? That don't make sense. You remember when they said, but you're not looking. I heard a donkey tell me, but you're not looking. But see, in the same article, it says, y'all don't play more hours than we do. I said, nah, dummy, because you play 1 or 2 games. We know what you play, Fortnite or Minecraft.
Yeah.
Or Call of Duty or Minecraft. But Xbox gamers play 6 games a month. And because of Game Pass, we do it. So watch this. I'm not done yet, games. Watch this. So what you just witnessed was the 3%ers, right, being co-signed by a bunch of dummies that were ignorantly crying for 2 days just for views on their YouTube channel. And they did it ignorantly. So what you saw Epic and Microsoft do this partnership is because none of these dudes, like I always said, you guys must love weak gamers, right? Because only birds of the same feather flock together.
Yeah.
I don't run around with weak gamers.
Yeah.
I don't play with weak gamers. I play with guys that can handle their own. Yeah. And some of them are right here on this channel. Right here. You looking at some of them. You don't think Crazy Lou won't wax you on Call of Duty? Come on. Right. I done seen the guy. I done seen how Crazy Lou get on Call of Duty. I've seen it with my own eyes.
Yeah.
All right. You don't think you can game? Well, get your gamer tag up, get on your Xboxes. Your cancellations don't happen overnight. You have to end it in a month. So y'all still got your Game Pass up. You're not fooling nobody, right? You're not fooling nobody. So if this was a real gaming community, everybody's gamer tag would be up. But we already know that it's not. Most of this stuff on Twitter X are a bunch of fairy scaries.
Yeah.
Look at all these people with all this mouth running out, and Jay. But when you go to their profile, you don't even see gamer tags nowhere.
Yeah.
And they're wasting their time with people listening to them. I'm not happy. Well, where's your gamer tag, man? What you been playing? You don't see them. You can't find them. When it comes to gaming, you can't find them.
Yeah.
But this article just said that 3%. So why do you think Epic and Microsoft has collaborated to make a partnership? Because if you've never ran a game, you don't know. But I've ran a game, so I know. How do you get somebody like me to get off of Gears of War 3 and start exploring a game like The Witcher 3, like I did? How do you get somebody to come off of Gears of War 3 to go play Dead Rising 3? How do you get a guy like me to get off of that and go play
more games?
No. Oh. You put a bunch of, look, it's like my good Brother said years ago, the realest one, who was supposed to have been here tonight. I don't know why he isn't, but I hope he does pop in. But if not, God bless him. He was supposed to come in, right?
Yeah.
But the realest one said it long time ago. And he's the first that ever made me see this. When we used
Right.
to have our arguments on the phone, he said, Legal, Microsoft is going to meet them where they're at.
Yeah.
He saw this before. Dude, he said this like 3 years ago. And I said, what do you mean? He says, he says, I know it's hard for you as a console warrior to understand this. I'm a console, I get it, but I understand business because he used to have businesses.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna listen to somebody who's business orientated. And I started listening to him. And he says, bro, Microsoft can't win by popularity. They can't do it.
Yeah.
They're not going to be able to do it. The industry hates them too much. There's not enough doors for them to open. The best thing they ever did was create their own infrastructure. They did that. Now they got to get players to see their games. How? By meeting them where they're at.
Correct.
I said, so what do you think they're going to do? He said they're going to start putting their games on other platforms. And he says, and they're going to cause their other platforms to become storefronts. Fast forward today and look at my man realist prophecy come true.
Yeah.
Look at it.
Yeah.
Because right what Island Gaming Jay said, why do I need to go get a PlayStation when the best damn games on PlayStation are Xbox games? What are y'all? You guys ain't fooling none of us real Xbox gamers. You've been checkmate, but we understand it hurts you to know and that you're not gonna say you've been checkmate, but we're gonna say it for you. You've been checkmate. And this 30%, this $30 thing, we've already spoken about this 2 years ago. We told you when this thing went up to $6.99, we did a show about it. I said, okay, so when do you think this is going to stop? We said, when do you think it's going to stop? It was me, Six Slayer, Games, Heroes, Realists. We all talked about it. And we all said $30. We said this. Bro, I'm telling you, it's on DIRREC Gaming. Look, man, we said $30 would be the cutoff, but they're going to have to dump all these games and they're going to have to at least get one more gaming service brand on there. So I said, who do you think? They said, what do you think? Who do you think, League? I said, Ubisoft. Can't make this shit up. I said it. I said, Ubisoft. Why? They was like, huh? I said, yeah, man, because they are cool with Microsoft. I can see it happening. I said, if we get that, get some upgrades, get a little bit of something else. And I said, and bring some of them Activision games over there. I said, okay, $30 be the limit. But I said, but the sweet spot, $24.99. We all agreed. Look, fast forward today, $30. So what did that tell me? What did that tell me as a student of the game? That means Microsoft is staying true to their word. Did they not say this is going to be elite over generation? This is going to be elite. So if we're at $19.99, Island J, the next level would have been $24.99, right? The sweet spot. So if they bypass the sweet spot and they went to 30, what is that telling you and me? That we've been future-proofed. That this 30 is going to be locked for a while. Yeah. This ain't going to change now. This is going to carry over to the next generation and then some. Yeah. They're not going to worry about it no more. They're just going to lock it down. And the reason why they can lock it down is because they went and they got the #1 game in the world as a partner now on Xbox. And you know what that does? I remember when all you fakers and you whiners and criers used to say, Microsoft needs to market more. Damn, how much more marketing than you can have than to have the biggest damn game in the world partnering on your console?
Correct.
Right. Now, watch this. What just happened a week ago? See, I'm cooking and I'm breaking legs. Right. What just happened a week ago? 2 handhelds were up for pre-order. So what did that mean? That the prophecy of mobility of Xbox has happened. Yeah. It's upon us. So now you get those 2 handheld out here. And then the new legal prophecy saying comes to light. No matter there's going to come a time where no matter where you look and no matter where you see, when they mention gaming, they're going to have to mention Xbox. I've been saying that for years. Now that prophecy is about to happen. And when they get that mobility in their hands, guess what's going to be the #1 game they're going to be playing? Because we already just heard what I said. And you want to know what? That's going to be the 3%. Now watch this Island game. Now when they got that handheld, it's Game Pass only. So when they get Game Pass for 3 months, because they're going to get that subscription for 3 months for free. 90 days for free because they're going to get that code. So for 90 days, they're going to be introduced to other games. How do I know this is going to work? Because I, the new legal, used to be one of them who stayed on one damn game. But when you give me more games to look at, guess what? Eyes are the windows to lust. Eyes are the windows to desires. And when my eyes get to looking, I desire something. Now I get to play something. I try something.
J-Mac, Gray Beard's in the building. Welcome, guys.
Thank you, Rez. I mean, thank you. Yeah, thank you, Rez, for reading that out. Read out the group for me, Rez. Thank you, brother. You didn't forget about that. Look, when you start to see other games, just like, hey, man, you start to see those other women over there. They all looking good to you. They all well dressed up, smelling. You got the best perfume, Island J. Island J know what I'm talking about. Caribbean Queen, as we share. When we get that Billy Ocean going, boy, we get that Billy Ocean going, right?
Come on, man.
That's it, famo. You get that Billy Ocean, right? I'm not even gonna hit him with that inspector deck flow, but I'm just gonna say this. Hey, check this out. As you start to see them other fine little games over there, and you want to go holler at them. So now all these Fortnite players and these mobile gamers, right, who got this mobility device in their hand, they're gonna start exploring. And guess what? They don't even have an Xbox. Yeah. They ain't even touch an Xbox, but they on that Game Pass. So what Microsoft is saying, look, if we get them on that Game Pass and we get those games on that screen, guess what you're gonna want to naturally do? You're gonna, if you start liking a game, you're gonna want to see more of it. Yeah. The next thing you're gonna say is, you know what, man, this game looks nice. I wonder how it looks on my 65-inch screen. Correct. Now you gotta go. Now you're gonna get off that handheld and you're gonna go buy some hardware. Because remember in the FTC files, they asked Microsoft, what's your end goal? And Phil Spencer said this: our end goal is to be #1 in gaming services and in consoles. For all you hating sons of bitches who think that Microsoft really wants to settle last in anything, you are out of your rabid ass minds. Yeah. You are about to witness what it feels like when $1 trillion duffel bag drops down and your preferred platform can do nothing about it. Now watch this. How do we know no other platform can do nothing about it? Microsoft just demonstrated that to you in the level of tiers today or yesterday. So what happened? Ultimate just looks glorious, right? But you got the crybabies. But look, right under that tier, do you realize that's PlayStation's highest tier? That second tier is PlayStation's top tier for PlayStation Plus. And watch this. Now watch this. Remember when I used to say, you can't sell me a PlayStation unless you lie to me? Look how this prophecy comes true. Right. That second tier, everybody on this show, everybody here, that second tier is PlayStation Plus Ultimate tier without day one games. Show me the value of PlayStation Plus. Yeah. Microsoft's mid-tier is PlayStation's Ultimate tier, and you still don't have first-party games coming out day one on it. Wow. Good point. Great point. So so here's my question. Who really fooling who? You're not fooling DIRREC Gaming. I already got it in the palm of my hands. And y'all wonder how I do this. But telling y'all. DIRREC, remember, none of these guys is not going down granular like how you listen to how you broke that down. Facts. I know it. They're not going down so deep. Right. They are going to listen to the other guys and them who is very shallow. Yeah. And you know, once base level. Right. You broke that down. Listen, you broke it down so well. I mean, kudos, man. Kudos. Thanks, bro. Because I wanted you to see that. There is a lot of things that you said that I didn't think about. All of these is great moves that Microsoft doing, but the end goal is to gain market share. That Fortnite deal to capture that younger audience. Thank you. That's is a spectacular deal, right? Right. And even making this deal with Ubisoft, remember, I can't remember the exact
business plan they have, but Ubisoft has the rights to do something with the ABK deal. Remember Ubisoft won it? I think it's is it
the cloud? They wanted the cloud. Remember?
So we are seeing Microsoft relationship with Ubisoft is getting even stronger. They have the cloud already, and now they have their service onto.
They gave them the Activision cloud. Remember?
Yeah. So they're getting
and real quick, Jay, I want you to keep talking, keep cooking. But you talked about EA Play, right? It used to be called EA Access, and and people wonder why EA Access and Microsoft's Game Pass relationship is still there because they don't know the history. Before anybody believed in Game Pass, EA did. Microsoft took care of EA because the industry was hating on EA. Sony was one of the main contributors saying EA Access is trash. It won't sustain itself. It'll fall off. There's no quality in it. Microsoft said, come on over here. We got this thing called Game Pass. Let's go ahead and merge and bring more value to it. And ever since, let's put some respect on EA Access that became EA Play. See, look, how do we know EA Access grew? How do we know? Because the name changed. It went from EA Access to EA Play. We know it worked. And guess what? EA believed in us and we believe in EA. And look at EA today. When EA was suffering, look at it today. It just got bought by the Arabians. Look at it today. $55 billion.
Jeez.
EA ain't going nowhere now. And look, and it's still a part of Game Pass. We still get it. It ain't never went no.
Correct.
My bad. Go ahead. Keep cooking.
So, I mean, I have to leave in a minute, but let me just say this, right? For all the guys who are crying about this deal, no problem. I would recommend that you unsubscribe Game Pass, that you sell your Xbox, you go and buy a PlayStation 5 or PlayStation 5 Pro, then you buy the stand so that it could stand up. You buy the disk drive, then after you pay full price for all the Xbox games. So sell your Xbox, unsubscribe to Game Pass, and go and pay full price for Xbox games and also games that you want to play, because that makes more sense. That makes so much sense, Patton. So let these guys continue doing what they're doing. I mean, Legal is breaking it down for you guys. I mean, Legal said some things in this stream that I didn't even think about. Not only did he break down the numbers, and that is the data, and these guys are not following the data. The data is saying that here what? They need to grow the industry. The industry is not growing. So Microsoft is making strategic moves not only to grow their platform, but to grow the industry. They want a healthy industry for the future, because without the industry, everybody will suffer. Nintendo, PlayStation, everybody. So by making these strategic moves, I am seeing that Microsoft is setting up themselves for success. It is also showing that here what? Persons who rock out with Microsoft will be getting the best games. 75 games? Are you telling me 75 games a year? 400 games total on Game Pass. EA plays, we have Ubisoft, and we have Fortnite. How could you sit here and not see the value in that? I mean, you either have to be cross-eye or smoking alcohol.
And don't remember what Sarah Bond said. 150 plus developers. Look, exclusively trying to get into Game Pass. Partnered already locked in.
Yeah. And in addition to that, didn't the PlayStation fans say that Game Pass wasn't profitable? Sarah just came out and said it's massively profitable. Not just profitable, massively profitable.
Right.
So all these guys who just like saying things, all these insiders who claim to be insiders, at the end of the day, stats and data don't lie. Legal is breaking it down for you guys. This guy is like a professor with this thing, man.
I love it, dog. Look, fam. Watch this.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that Island Gay Jamin has a fruit stand, right? He has a fruit stand on this island. He's doing good. I see you, son. I see you, boy. Nah, your character look whack, man. Come on now. Look like buns. Look, your character look buns. Nah, you good, boy. Go hoop on him. Look, that was a direct gaming moment. But look, that was a live and direct. Look, So everybody knows Island J Gaming down in Trinidad has his fruit stand, right? And a certain fruit of his is selling like hotcakes. He sells at least 73% of this one specialized fruit on his island. And he knows it's a guaranteed hit.
Yeah.
So if he's at 73%, that means what? He's got less than 20% that he can grow the max out of that, right? Before he hits 100%. He can only get so much more percentage out of that. But then there's this new fruit he has that only a certain amount of people, maybe 5% of people like. And you're saying, man, if I can get 80% more people to like this one, and I still got 73 to 75% liking this one, my company will grow. So you're going to say, well, I got 73% here. I have a comfortable net here. I don't have to sweat this fruit right here, but I want to grow more. I want to get a more audience to grow my business so I can get an 80% growth from this fruit. Let me try, because people keep telling me, because the 5% that's taking that fruit has nothing but good things to say. That's what's going on with Fortnite. These dummies don't know nothing. That is 3%. That's 90% growth. Island J, chat Pat, the panel. What are we talking about? Why are there people confused about this? If you was a student of the game, you would know exactly what's going on. Microsoft and Epic see a 97% growth area in this little 3% community. That's where you're going to invest in. Stop thinking about this gaming future as you. Stop. It's not about us. We're dinosaurs. We done been here over 4 decades. Some of us more than that. The gray beards. What are we talking about? They think that a business is supposed to keep on. Look, they think a business is supposed to keep on investing in a 50-something-year-old a group. When there's 3 generations under it.
But this is what Phil said, Legal. Phil said that here what? At the end of the day, the game industry is not growing. Every single generation, Sony sells the same amount of consoles every year, right? The only thing that was an anomaly was the PlayStation 2 generation, right? We know that was lightning in a bottle for Sony, but every generation, we are seeing Sony selling the same amount of consoles. And as a matter of fact, there's even stats showing that every generation, the amount of consoles that persons are buying for PlayStations are going down. So at the end of the day, they must look for other avenues to grow the industry. We cannot keep doing the same thing, expecting different results when we keep doing the same thing. Gaming is evolving, right? As Legal said, we are dinosaurs, and we guess what? We know what we want. We know what we like, and we are going to get it. It's the younger dudes who now have to appeal to these younger dudes.
Facts. Exactly. They keep wondering why the Xbox console keep plateauing. It's us.
Come on.
But the games that my son play. Listen, I told him today, my son don't know who Phil Spencer is. My son don't know who Sarah Bond is. My son don't know who Aaron Greenberg is or Matt Booty. He don't know who Jim Ryan is and Sean Layden and Pascal and Yoshi. They don't give a damn about them dudes.
No, that's weird.
My son don't even watch the Xbox Direct show, but he's always asking me for a damn Xbox game. I'm like, yo, look, the Xbox Direct show, Dad, I want to play my Fortnite. They're not into it like that. That's us watching it. Because we grew up. Right. Because we grew up in the movie era. We grew up Star Wars. We grew up with Michael Jackson. We grew up with comic books. We grew up with Saturday morning cartoons. My son don't know nothing about Saturday morning cartoons.
Wow.
He don't know nothing about that.
That's crazy.
Don't know nothing about that. Right. Today, these kids, they'll play games on anything they get their hands on. Look, most of these kids, man, are traveling. You think they're thinking about a damn console? The parents and got them on a phone or something, some kind of device, and they're playing Fortnite. What are they? Look, We know what they're playing. See? We know what they're playing.
We have the data. We have the data.
We have the data. We have the
Microsoft
data.
have the data too. Microsoft, and these guys don't understand it. You feel Microsoft is making moves without looking at the data? They are seeing the data. They are seeing that Fortnite right now is the biggest game in the world. So guess what? Let's bring that over here to Game Pass. That would add value. Come on, man.
Read it out, Rez. What did J-Max say? I gotta get ready.
He says it's crazy. People don't understand. Xbox is always 5 years ahead. This has been their game plan since the beginning. We are the future Xbox. Graybeards.
Come
on, boy. Yes, sir. I know you been killing it. Yes, sir.
Listen. I would love to stay and record with you guys for the next hour.
No, you're good, Alan J. I know.
I don't want my wife to say, hey, I'm spending too much time at this talk.
No, you're good, man. Thanks for joining us.
Alan J, thanks, man.
Boy, she wants her attention. But listen to me. You guys are cooking. Listen to me, legal.
I told you I was going to do it, bro. I told you I had a treat for you. I told you I had to be here.
You keep on breaking those legs,
man.
Listen to me. All I want to see is cast. All I want to see is men in cast. I don't want to see anybody walking. Everyone must have crutches. I don't want to see these ponies galloping. Guys, listen to me. Chat, panel, legal, great show. This is a sickness. I'm out of here, man.
Out of here, man. Thank you for showing up, brother. Appreciate you, boy.
Later, man. Peace out, man.
Yes, sir.
Much love.
Yo, Rez. It's your turn, brother, and we can get out of here. But that was the treat that I told you I had. I told you what I was gonna do, Rez. I told you, bro. Listen, man. The gaming community is gonna have to stop being bamboozled. It's one thing to front, and look, man. If that's what you like to do, front. It's kind of lame, but front. But at least be good at it. I mean, if front is what you do, this is just video gaming. I've always said this. You either gaming or you're not. You can't front on gaming. You're either doing it or you're not. Now, you get out here and you start trying to act like you a business person. You try to act like you a top analyst. You trying like you an insider, bro. I'm just going to laugh at you. I'm going to laugh at you because I know you're not. All these articles, man, are just for silly people. When you read these articles, all you can do is just laugh at them. These articles are just for silliness, man. You can't take this stuff serious. This stuff is not to make Xbox look good. When has it ever was out here to make Xbox look good? We got a Game Awards show every year. Right. We got a Game Awards show that drops every late fall, early winter that acts like Xbox doesn't exist. And you can't tell me with a straight face that Xbox ain't made no goddess in the last 14 years. You can't tell me that. But that's the dumbass industry that if you're an Xbox fan, you deal with it. And it's to the point where I even seen Aaron Greenberg come out and says, we don't care about those awards. Our awards is seeing our developers win. That's our award. Don't care about no damn plaque. It's like Jadakiss said back in the, you can keep the awards and screw those plaques. No, you can keep your awards and screw those stats because my sons can't eat those plaques. You can't. No, those plaques don't sell video games. Those plaques don't put money in those developers' pockets. Their work does. The output of their work does. That's what does it. Whether a gaming awards ceremony acknowledges them or not. The fact that Microsoft is backing you up, that's what matters. When Microsoft congratulates their developers, that's what matters. And I love that Aaron Greenberg did that. That's what a leader does. Don't look at yourself as a developer and shorten yourself to a game award show. A lame ass game award show like the Game Awards. Come on, man. Who can't even get fundamentally things right. Like a game that sells over 20 million in a year, it loses to a game that barely sells 1.5 million. Come on, man.
Yeah,
it's all good, Metroplex. It's all good, brother. We got you. Get some rest, fam. We understand, brother.
You're out
We're
here
working
trying
men
to
here.
make
We're working men here.
everybody
We
Yeah, thanks
appreciate
for
you,
coming
brother.
out, Metro. You have a good night, man. Get some sleep.
everybody out
Rez, I want to
for
hear your take
dollars.
on it, brother.
So I think a lot of people are really underestimating and missing the big picture here. They're, like you said, Xbox is preparing for the future, right? This price point, these tiers, this is for the better gaming. Let me explain why. Because they're not only giving you more options, right? This is also going to give back to the developers more, right? When they pay them out to put their games on Game Pass, this is going to give them more incentive or a higher revenue stream to be able to pay them a higher payout, right, for putting their games. It's going to give them also that boost in notoriety, right? That introduction to people who would never have tried their game or introduced their game before, right? And on top of that, you're still getting that boost in the reward system, right? You're getting those points, right, that you can use towards more games or towards other like things that not even gaming related. You can actually cash out gift cards, right? And if you look at the bigger picture of when you compare it to the other two services, right? Like let's start off with Nintendo Switch Online, right? So Nintendo Switch Online right now, they're charging you $20 to $25, right, for just their basic service for their online, right? And like there's very other little incentive, right? They don't have a reward system. They don't have day and day games. They don't have a big collection of games that you can play from. It's just online play and a couple free downloadable games that they add every now and then that don't really add that much value, right? And on top of that, if you want to play their older games, like their Nintendo 64, their Game Boy Advance, games that are not even new, these games are like 20, 30, 15, 20, 30 years old, right? You're having to pay $45 a month for that service, right? That's the total value of Switch Online, right? When you compare it to, let's go now to Sony's service, right? They also, of course, have their 3 tiers of service, right? Where they offer you a certain select amount of games. But a lot of those games, they're very limited, right? Some of those games are not native, right? Some of those games you have to play cloud on cloud, right? Or virtually through an emulator, right? And they don't offer the big library of those games, right? Like it's select PS2 or PS3 games, maybe a few PS1 games, but it's not always going to be the games you want to play, right? Or not as the popular games that made those systems as successful as they were, right? So, and you're also, what Sony does as well is even with the newer modern games, they're recycling those same games over and over. They're not offering you new games, right, or new indies or day and date, right? And they're making you pay almost just as much as Microsoft is. So when you do the comparison, now when you look at Microsoft, right, they're not only offering you 400 games
right
now,
now, Rez.
they're offering you EA, they're offering you Ubisoft, they're offering you 1440p cloud gaming, which Sony doesn't do, Nintendo doesn't do. Nintendo doesn't offer you 400 games. Sony doesn't offer you 400 games. Excuse me. Sony got rid of their reward system. They don't have a reward system. Nintendo doesn't have a reward system. Like, you got to break it down to like everything that this subscription service offers you on top of the games, right? And a lot of these people are not even serious about the subscription, right? A lot of the feedback I've seen online is people like that only play 1 or 2 games off the service. What the hell are you doing? Why are you on Game Pass if you're only playing 1 or 2 games? You might as well support the industry like you say you do and buy the actual games and not even subscribe to Game Pass, because Game Pass is a service where, like with Blockbuster, for example, or Netflix, you want to try. Yeah, you want to try all these different types of games, right? You want to get into games you would never would have tried before because you wouldn't have taken the leap and spent that money to buy the game, right?
I buy
or you could
video
try
games,
a game.
I buy services, and I buy handhelds at $1,000.
May I say one thing, guys?
These people. Oh, okay. Go ahead. Sorry.
Essentials. 50 plus games, playable on PC, console, and more. Online console multiplayer, You stream games and you get in-game benefits and earn reward points. Premium, you get 200 plus games, playable on PC, console, and more. Select new games within 1 year, which is beautiful. Online console multiplayer. You stream games and you get in-game benefits and earn 2 times the reward points. Ultimate, 400 plus games, playable on PC, console, and more. New games on day one. Online console multiplayer. EA and Ubisoft Plus classics. Fortnite crew coming November. Stream at our best quality, in-game benefits, and earn 4 times reward points. They sat there, formulated this, and created this amazing service. What seems to be the problem with that?
And now they've also introduced Play Anywhere, where literally you buy the game once and you could play it across any device, not just console or PC. You could play it on any device, which none of the other two the opposing brands do. Like Microsoft is doing more for gaming than both of those other competitors combined. If you can't find the value in all of that for $30, then maybe you shouldn't be gaming, because this is something that like has never been done before. The amount of content, the amount of features, the amount of services, the amount of rewards you get. You even get discounts through Game Pass. Like just everything collectively together. If you can't see a value in $30 a month, then maybe you should just stick to those freebie games, right? Those
exactly
time sinkers, right? The Fortnites, the Maddens. Like if that's all you're gonna play, then maybe you shouldn't like really be subscribed to Game Pass, because it's not for you. And Phil has even said Game Pass is not for everyone, right? So that's why I don't take these people seriously, because they're not really truly invested in gaming like we are, right? Or they're not true gamers, because like if you're only playing 1 or 2 games a month or even a whole year, what are you doing here? Like you're not really supporting the industry. You're actually helping to damage the industry and destroy it, because you need to invest in more games. You need to play more games. You need to show like that gaming is still alive and thriving. And like by canceling your subscription, it just goes to show that you never truly cared about it to begin with. Like you were just casually in it here and there to play it. Like if you think it's so important to do everything else outside of gaming, go ahead. That's fine. Like, but our passion here is to play games and support developers, support the industry. And this is a one way forward. And this is just one option. You don't have to subscribe to Game Pass, right? And there's 2 other tiers. Like there's 2 other options. That's the beauty of Microsoft, is they're not telling you you're forced to be on Ultimate, right? If you don't need those games day and date, you could still you could still play the other tiers, and there's no change in price. They didn't change the price on all of the tiers. It was just Ultimate. That's it. And it's $10 more. And look at what you're getting for all that in return. And this is also setting it up for the future, right? If you continue to want multiple first-party games a year, which, by the way, the other two are not offering, not at the rate and cadence that Microsoft is, on top of all the genres. Like you're going to get a variety of games, which, by the way, Sony doesn't offer. Sony's offering you the same first-party experiences every year. There's no difference. It's the same thing. Like you're not getting that at Sony. Like Nintendo, yeah, if you like family games, if you like children catered games, yeah, that might be more for you. But you're not getting the wide breadth of this huge collection of content on top of like the different. You're getting every genre you could possibly think of. There's so many different choices in each genre as well. Like it's not just 1 or 2 choices. You're getting multiple choices. You're just getting access in different ways that you can't get access in the other 2 companies. Like everything just all around, like, it just screams value, right? You're getting like your bang for your buck. So like these people like throwing the fake outrage over $10, you mean to tell me you can't store away $30 a month to play more games than you could ever imagine on top of everything else that adds to it? That just doesn't make sense to me. Like it just shows that like you truly weren't invested in gaming, and you're not really a true gamer in my eyes, because you're not really helping your cause. You're just showing that this was never that serious, never that important, or you're a liar. You're just like trying to do it just to put to damage Microsoft's reputation. Because let's face it, both other companies are doing the same exact thing. You don't think Sony's going to raise their prices?
Of course.
Watch.
That's what I'm
Watch. They're going to. So is Nintendo. They're going to do it again. It's going to keep going. It's going to keep going. It's not going to change. So you guys, you want to badmouth them, fine, but just wait. You just wait another year or two, and then we'll see if you come up with the same fake outrage with the other two.
Right. and I'm tired of hearing about these fakers, right? I'm not tired. I like the fakers. They make me laugh. I'm lying. No, I love the fakers who tell me they're going to go get PC and I'm going to get Game Pass. Well, look, let me tell y'all something about that. This is why I say you don't speak the language. You can say that to another fool, but you can't say that to legal. You make him believe that that's what you're going to do. You can't do it, because I know, and this is what I know. Xbox Game Pass PC, that's now called PC Game Pass, and the standard Xbox Game Pass are not the same. I'm going to say this again. Xbox Game Pass PC, that's now called PC Game Pass, and the standard Xbox Game Pass for consoles are not the same. They are separate subscriptions with different game libraries, like I was telling Realist years ago. I said, I don't know why they act like they're going to run over there on PC and they're going to have what I have on Xbox. You don't have what I have on Xbox. Who are they talking to, Realist? Remember when I used to tell you that? I said, why is everybody not fact-checking these idiots that keep talking about they're going to run over there? You don't even play PC games. You don't play no games. So what are you talking about? Come to find out, they didn't even go to PC, as we said they wasn't going to do. They are different. They're not the same subscriptions. They have a different library. They have different games. When you have Game Pass Ultimate on console, you get those PC games for free. They're both on the premium side of things. They provide access to hundreds of games, new day one releases, an EA Play membership for your computer as well. But in contrast, Game Pass for console offers a curated library of console games that you don't get on your PC. Online console multiplayers and member discounts. You don't get that over there. So what's included in both plans? Check this out. They're not the same. In the PC Game Pass, you get hundreds of high-quality PC games. Right there, just told you the difference. There's no hundreds of no PC games on our console Game Pass. No hundreds of nothing. You get a day one access to new Xbox published games. That's true. You get an EA Play membership. That's true. You get your member deals and discounts over there. That's true. The Game Pass for consoles, you get a curated library of console games, online console multiplayers, and member deals and discounts over there. It includes everything in PC Game Pass and Game Pass for consoles. You get cloud gaming access, you get EA Play membership, you get free perks and in-game benefits on the console side of things. So you just got to choose the right plan for you. But if you come over here talking about, I'm leaving Xbox and I'm going to go get a PC and I'm going to subscribe to Game Pass PC. Okay, go do it. You're going to find out real quick. You don't have what I have over here. You're going to find out real quick. Cloud gaming isn't everywhere in the world. The internet isn't everywhere in the world. And for those that don't understand the word cloud, cloud is just a sophisticated name for internet. It's another name for internet. That's what it is. It's another word for either. You're in the cloud. You're on the internet. You need it's a separate functional part of the internet. It can be separated. It can be utilized differently. It can be separated. So that's why you have all these companies that have their own kind of cloud. You're listening to a bunch of idiots, y'all, but y'all like listening to it. So that's y'all's problem. I'm in the wrong era. This era of gamers has to be the saddest one I've been a part of yet by far. There's hope in my son. Hopefully, because he don't listen to none of this dumb shit. He ain't on YouTube listening to none of these idiots. So there might be hope. This is just the era of fools, man. You played yourself. Y'all got deluded into thinking that YouTubers mean gamers. It don't. Gamers mean gamers. YouTubers mean YouTubers. The YouTuber is going to put his channel first above all things. He's even going to put that channel above you, you dummy. He puts your feelings above you, you dummy. That's why he lies to you every day, you dummy. You're the dummy. Don't try to put your madness on the real Xbox community. That's why Homeboy had to come out, right? What's his name? This is crazy. This is crazy. This is from Insider Gamer. Microsoft tries to defend Xbox Game Pass price increase. That makes me mad. $4 trillion company out here trying to defend. Trying. There's no trying. There's no reason. There ain't nothing. But that's Microsoft for you. A day after Microsoft announced a 50 price increase, it ain't even a 50% price increase. They're lying to you right there. $19 to $29 is not a 50% increase, you dummy. $39.99 is a 50% increase. Damn, y'all even let them get away with that kind of talk with y'all. Damn. You can't even make this shit up. It says, while speaking with The Verge, oh, that's excellent. You're going over there on Tom Warren, the one that don't even play no fucking video games.
The realist back in.
Tom Warren talks all that shit and don't even play Xbox games. He don't even play them. Go look up his damn gamer tag. It's a laughing stock. But we're supposed to be taking Tom Warren seriously, right? So we're over here on The Verge. And it says, the Microsoft Director of Gaming and Platform Communications, Dustin Blackwell, spoke about the move and said it's something they don't take lightly as a company. We understand price increases are never fun for anybody. Facts. We'll be clear on direct gaming. We're not advocating for price hikes. No, we're not.
Hey, legal. So okay, my bad.
But we're grown ass men with jobs. And guess what? Gaming is our hobby. And guess what? We have an understanding that the gaming industry was changing. We understood that new technology was coming in, and we understood to get prepared. See, most of us got prepared. When you're talking to somebody like Realist, you're talking to somebody that's got 5 fucking handhelds. 5. Gave me one. Gave me one. Bought me one. You gonna come crying to him about $30? You can't cry to him about $30. The man works his ass off. Look, when you got a hobby, you're going to put your money out on it. And you wonder why fiends are fiends? Have you ever seen a fiend? Have you ever seen a crackhead before? They'll do whatever they got to do to get that drug. A drug addicted person will do whatever. A gamer's going to do whatever he has to do to get those video games. You ain't going to tell him otherwise. A fake gamer won't. A real gamer will. Will he settle for anything? No. But a real gamer has an understanding. An understanding. I have an understanding. We already talked about this 2 years ago. So most of these people today, outside of Resident Gamer that wasn't there at that time, we had an understanding that Game Pass was going to continue to go up. Where do we see the value of it? We had this talk, right? So look, we understand price increases are never fun for anybody, but we're trying to reinforce by adding more value to these plans as well. So look, people want to stay cheap, right? And they expect Xbox to increase stuff on that platform and stay cheap. You're talking to an irrational person. Stop talking to a person like that. Because if the person had a business and want to grow that business, they're not going to do that. Okay?
Yep.
So don't even waste your time with somebody who expects anything to increase in value and don't increase in price. That's dumb. Look, Blackwell said, it's something we don't take lightly, and we're listening to the feedback. Yeah, you better listen to the right feedback. Don't be listening to these crybabies. They'll get over it. The feedback of players and the community to try to provide them with more what they're asking for. That's fine. That's the integrity of Microsoft. That's not nothing new for Microsoft, but just like Sony told them, right? We're listening to you as we make decisions about our company. When they said that, that means, yeah, we hear you, but you don't run no businesses. We're going to continue to move forward, whether you like it or not, because we got to run a successful business. Our business is not ran off your emotions. When he said, we are listening to the feedback of our players and to try to provide them with more of what they're asking for, that means we're going to continue moving with our business strategy. While we're doing it, we're going to be listening, taking feedback on how to improve it. Your feelings don't matter to them, bro, like that. They're running a business. You either going to not game or you're going to game. And let me tell y'all a little secret. Fortnite players are running this whole industry. Fortnite players. So your crying doesn't matter. You want them to cater to you on a video game that sells 2 to 3 million. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. You even want to cry about Call of Duty. That's only 20 million. Make it make sense. You're talking to a fan base that's got 650 million active accounts on it. And you want them to worry about your little 20 million fanfare thing that you do once a year, that you only play once a year, compared to the only game they play once a year. It's a no-brainer. He says, we're also now giving access to more than 75 day one releases each year. 75, and y'all expect Game Pass to say $16.99. It's not, you're not realistic. Watch this. While they're lying to you talking about a 50%, he's gonna tell you the truth. That's a 50% increase over the day one titles we provided last year. Games trailers, speak on it, bro.
No. There's no one to speak on it, right? So this is a TikTok video went viral a couple months ago, and I still watch it sometimes. So this dude made a TikTok say modern gaming is dead, right? And the people who play these games back in the days, like the PS2, the Xbox, and the Dreamcast, and the GameCube era, we had games. There was no such thing as triple A, double A, or single A. We just games after games coming, right? Every day there's a game. Go to GameStop, you see games. And they said that these are the same people who play Madden, 2K, and 3 games a year. But we had something with a lot of games back then. But see, what happened is corporate greed came in. See, every generation has their own a game that defined the generation, right? So let's go to the 90s, right? Legal. Let's do a trivia question, right? What game defined that generation, the whole entire generation, right? What?
I don't know. The 90s?
Yeah.
What, Final Fantasy? What, Tekken?
Nope.
Tekken?
Nope.
Tekken 2?
Nope. Nope.
What?
Super
What,
Mario.
Mario Brothers 3?
No, Super Mario 64.
Or six?
I'm telling you.
Okay, I was close. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you why. When Mario 64 came out,
Oh, you said a console. I'm sorry. I thought you said a video game. My bad.
yeah, no, video game, yeah, Super
A
Mario
Nintendo
64.
64 is not a damn video game. That's what I
I said
said.
Super Mario 64. I don't say Nintendo
Yeah.
64. I said Super
Go
Mario
ahead.
64, right?
Mm-hmm.
The 90s was Super Mario 64. And guess what? A lot of companies trying to capitalize the Super Mario 64 success. That's why that area was a 3D platformer era,
Yeah.
right? You had Banjo-Kazooie, Crash Bandicoot, Sonic, he went to 3D. Everybody wants the Mario 64 because they never seen Mario in 3D, right? It was always in 2D. Then the early 2000 came, there's 2 games defined that generation. It was Halo and was Grand Theft Auto 3. See, Halo was the
Yeah,
king of
that's
first
true.
person
No.
shooters.
Halo was after Grand Theft Auto 3.
No, I thought that's in 2000s, the 2000
Yeah,
era.
but Grand Theft Auto 3 was before 2000.
No, yeah, no.
I was
Grand Theft
playing
Auto
Grand
3
Theft
came
Auto 3 in 97, 98.
Nah, Grand Theft Auto 3 came out in 2001,
No, I was
though.
playing it on PlayStation 2, fam.
Yeah, 2001. PlayStation 2 then came out in 1998.
Bro, I was playing Grand Theft Auto in college, bro. Grand Theft Auto 3 in college, bro.
Yeah, in 2001.
No, bro, I was in the 90s.
Legal, go on Google right now and type in GTA 3 release date.
Okay.
What is that?
Oh, hell, hold on. Hold on. Oh, my bad. Hold on. Oh, damn. I was tripping. You right. No, yeah, you right. Grand Theft Auto 3
Yeah,
was 2001.
2001. Yeah, 2001.
Oh, damn, you right. I was in my last year. Oh, yeah, damn. Never mind.
Yeah, yeah. So these two games define our generation, right? And the reason why I say that
That damn
because
Games Heroes done broke my legs.
yeah,
Nah, go ahead.
but these games define a generation, right? Because
Yeah,
Halo first person shooters never was popular, and you can't really do first person shoot on the console, right? Because
right,
the mouse and keyboard is more superior than the dual analog, right?
right,
Then
right,
Halo came in and changed the whole game. Holy crap, you could play first person shooters on the console, and a
right,
lot of PC gamers actually bought an OG Xbox
right.
because that was like
It was
the only
revolutionary. Yeah,
revolutionary because nobody couldn't know how to play a real shooter on a console. It's like the
right,
dual analog versus the mouse and the keyboard. The mouse and the keyboard is more superior. Playing in the first is more faster and more. The aim is better, right? So that's why you have Halo killers. Now remember the Halo killer, right? Everybody wanted to make their own Halo killer that time.
right.
Then GTA 3 came out and changed the whole industry, open world crime game. And that's why everybody in the early 2000s had their own Grand Theft Auto clones. Driver, went to the GTA clone route, True Crime, Saints Row, and all that, games trying to do that crime, right? And
Right.
everybody's trying to change that trend. In the early 2010s, what changed the industry? Call of Duty. Because Call of Duty Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare came out, everybody wants that piece of the pie of Call of Duty. The casuals will be playing it. Then in the early 2020s, what game changed the whole industry? Fortnite. You see where I'm going to? So
Yep.
every generation, they has one game change the whole industry, and everybody trying to capitalize that game. And Fortnite is the latest. Everybody wants to be the next Fortnite. And don't get me wrong. I'm not saying, listen, I played it one time, I can't play it, right? I'm a grown ass man, right? I'm not sitting down playing no damn
Stop, man.
Fortnite.
No, it's a
I'm
kiddie
sorry.
game. No, it's a kiddie
I'm
game.
sorry. I'm
You're
sorry.
not playing it. By
I'm not.
statistics, you're not playing it.
I'm not.
None of
That's
us
not
are.
my.
Right,
That's not my.
right.
That's not my demographic. I can't
That's
play.
right. That's right.
You
Ew,
can.
stop
All right. My mother and nephew whooped my ass in that game and say, "Yo, you can have it, dog." It's like so. So I can't play it, dude. But you gotta understand, right? The game industry is shaping. They don't. A lot of these companies don't care about quality. They
Yeah,
care about quantity.
right.
How many people can play their games? How many
Yes,
people can
sir.
go out there and buy these games?
That's
Nobody
it.
buying games right now.
Right.
There's a reason why the people who play Madden 2K and Call of Duty, they came in the era like me and you who buy multiple games and we had
Right.
multiple options of
Right.
games back
Right.
then, right? And
Right.
then not only that game, sports games too. Cause remember, Microsoft used to make sports games. Sony used to make the football games
That's
and
true.
basketball games. Everybody was making games in the Xbox, the PS2, the GameCube, and the Dreamcast. Then
Right.
here comes the 360 era. The same thing. Yeah,
Right.
Bioshock. We got Saints Row. We got all of that stuff. And 2007 was one of the best years in gaming because franchises like Assassin's Creed, BioShock, Metro Prime, Call of Duty 4, 803, it was Grand Theft Auto 4 came out. It was so we were games after games after games after games come out. But what happened? What happened? Corporate greed came in. And when corporations start buying studios, they see what's the latest trend. And what Rita said it too, the latest trend right now is Fortnite. Okay, if I want an investor, and I say, wait a minute. So Fortnite is making all this money. All right, legal. You're the CEO of PlayStation. Let's make these 12 live service games. Okay, why not? And that's why they did that. And all of them got canceled. But see, that's the problem. They're not catering to you guys anymore. They're catering to the lowest common denominator gamer. And you say 3% of people who make up the industry play Fortnite, right? These kids don't play these games or we play. This is why I've seen people to the I tweet, talking about we have a lot of good games this year, right? Expectation 33 and Death Stranding 2, yes, legal. Death Stranding 2 got a good Metacritic score. I never played. That's what he said. I never played, right? We're talking about Metacritic, right? There's a lot of good games coming out this year, right? And there's gonna be more. Ninja Gaiden 4 coming out, The Keeper coming out, Out of World 2 coming out, Black Ops 7 coming out, Battlefield coming out, right? There's a lot of good games coming out in coming weeks, right? But if you look at these games and after games, right? You prove these guys wrong, right? Because you gotta expand your horizons. There's not like these games are not catered to your son. Your son ain't playing no damn Outer Worlds 2. Your son ain't playing no damn Ninja Gaiden.
Speak
Now,
on it.
so
Ray Chi says, I don't care to be screwed against PC mouse keyboard players. I have fun when I win and fun when I lose. Never understood rage in PvP.
that's true. Yeah,
Facts.
that's true. That's true. But look, your son don't care about this. My nephew don't care about these kids. Don't know these games. Yeah, you can look at the Metacritic score. These games are getting better and better. But
You
guess
know
what,
how you know
legal?
you telling the truth, Game Serials?
Yeah.
My son has my whole entire collection, and you know what he'll ask me on a Saturday?
What? Fortnite?
Man, I'm trying to find a game to play.
Now, hold on, pause there. Pause there. And he's not the only one. See, a lot of these people who came out in that era of the 360 era, they live in that era that would have so many games come out that era. Crobat, a guy on YouTube, you don't know why he doesn't do commentary, he doesn't speak, he exposed the game industry. He just let it shoot racks because he says again, like on his video, like we live in that era that it was so good that we don't have to expand our horizons. There was games after games after games. You hear me, legal? Well, games after games after
Yup.
games. But now there's no lot of games coming out. And yeah, this year it could be one of the best years. Next year could be one of the best games next year. Next year, right? But guess what? What's the biggest game coming out next year? Grand Theft Auto.
Grand
Think
Theft Auto
about
6.
Gear. Think about Gears. They're not going to play Gears. They're not going to play none of these games. All right, and that's the problem with this.
What'd you say? They're not gonna play Gears of War either? You a liar.
No, I'm talking about the kids. We going to play this.
Yeah. They're on Fortnite. Yeah, they ain't coming. Listen, man. They're not gonna come off their
They're,
games
they're,
for a
they're,
while.
they're not doing it. The most hype game they're gonna play and people be waiting for all these years is Grand Theft Auto 6, and it's sad.
Facts.
And it's sad. You're not like Throwback. I have his YouTube channel right here. And he said the golden age of Xbox 360 timeline. And he didn't say nothing. No commentary, nothing. We had games came out with AAA. games. 2007 was one of the best years in gaming. We have The Lost Planet, Crap Now. We had, and remember, these are games that come out like 10 days, 14 days, a month, a week. Crap Now, Ghost Recon Vegas, Crap Now, Ghost Recon 2 Advanced Warfare, Bioshock, Stranglehold, Skate. Then we had Halo 3, the Orange Box. Then we have Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Assassin's Creed, Mass Effect. Mass Effect and Assassin's Creed came out in the 7 days. They were Vegas 2. 1 month later, April 29th, we had Grand Theft Auto 4. And it was so many games. And this is a little list. Dude, in the 360 era, we had so many games that we don't have to spend on Horizon. We don't have to go to IGN.com. There were games coming out, bangers after bang. These developers back then, they was making games for gamers. That's basically what it was. But here come corporation comes in. They're looking at the strand and say, okay, you know what? Fortnite, Call of Duty, the most popular game. Let's capitalize the Call of Duty players. Let's capitalize the Fortnite players and just make a quick buck. We don't give a crap about the quality of the game. The game's garbage. Who cares? And that's the problem. These kids, games like Fable 2, games like Fallout 3, games like Call of Duty, Gears of War 2, Legal, your son never played none of these games. We witnessed these games back in the days. I used to put the shit out of Left 4 Dead. I was playing Left 4 Dead 2 on my 360. You hear me, Legal? These games.
Yeah, I'm listening to you.
Yeah, yeah.
You cooking.
And that's the problem,
Hey, shout
man.
out to Rachie real quick. But
Yeah.
Rachie, the difference between you and them is look at what you just said.
What
And what you just said is one of the most validated sentences out here. When you're stacking like you're doing, you make your option suitable for you, right? Raishi says, I'm not dropping Xbox or gaming, but I don't need Game Pass at $30. I have 550 games for free on Epic, 1,500 games on Steam, and 250 games on Xbox. In my lifetime, I won't have time to play. But you know what? But you've built yourself an empire. What you're saying, that's that you can say that. That's anybody. This is a decision making, and that's what we were saying. People have to look at what you basically showed everybody that you game, that you built your empire, you got your games that you want to play, and you're going to be playing them.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. When you just say 550, bro, they didn't look. You paying for these games. It ain't like you're just sitting on them. You got the 550 games for free. You got the 1,500 games on Steam. Yeah. He said, I won't have time to play in my life. That's funny in my lifetime. And look, I understand. Trust me, I understand. We get to them when we can get to them.
Go ahead, again. Yeah. But remember back in the days, right? We had sequels. How many Mass Effect games we had? 3. How many Halo games we had back then? 6. How many Forza games we got? 5. How many Gears games we had? 3. How many Call of Duty games we had? A lot, right? That era is over, man. Like, people living in nostalgia, like, we're old, man. I've been saying this for years. Like, we live in that era that we don't have to expand our horizon. There were so many games come out, it was unbelievable. 2020, 2007 was one of the most insane years of all time. We had Super Mario Galaxy, the Orange Box, Bioshock, Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare, Halo 3, Elder Scrolls 4, Oblivion, God of War 2, Team Fortress 2, Guitar Hero 2, Rock Band, Resident Evil 4 Re-Edition, Mass Effect. We had Uncharted, Assassin's Creed, Ratchet and Clank. We had so many games that we could play, dogs. Crackdown 3, Jade Empire came out on the PC. Death Jam 5 for New York, Motorstorm, Stalk. I mean, we had so many games that time. We didn't have to spend Horizon. People were playing games that time. The industry was healthy that time. That was the golden age. Now we live in the new
Facts.
era. It's corporate greed. Back then, games were finished. When I put a game back then, I put it on the 360. There's no day one patches, no updates. Put it, play it, beat it, put it down, and that's it. There was no up like that era we live in, man. It's never gonna happen. I've seen people tweeted like a couple of days ago, Red talking about, oh, we had good games. Yeah, but the games that we were playing today, yeah, like Chernobyl, all that stuff. Yeah, they're good games, but you're proving the people playing who play Madden, FIFA, and Call of Duty that they gotta spend their horizons because because these games they don't grow up with these games. These kids don't know what the hell Chernobyl is. They don't know what the
Facts.
hell Ninja Gaiden is. We had 3, 4 Ninja Gaiden games in the 360 era. Ninja Gaiden 2 is one of the best games ever made. I'm gonna say this,
Realist says if $30 a month doesn't help them thrive, I don't know what will. Facts.
and Riddis is right, and that's the
That's
Game
it. That
Pass
because
part.
we're
And no,
because they
uh,
hit the level, they hit the highest level that we all agreed on. So if this
listen,
$30 don't work, it ain't gonna work. It's it. That's it.
no, it's gonna work. It's gonna work.
We
People
know
not gonna.
that, but I'm just saying. I'm
I know, I
The
just
know.
ultimate. This is the ultimate test.
yeah. This is the. That's it. That's
No, no,
it.
people. No,
We
listen.
hey, games. We haven't heard real talk on this yet, though.
Yeah. I'm almost finished, but listen. This
Yo,
is
yo,
what
gamers, hey, games, you gotta understand. Resident Gamer is a protector of the realest one.
Yeah.
No, he
I
not.
like
No.
hearing. I like hearing him, man. Slap the
Yeah.
wisdom
Yeah,
down.
man.
So
No. I like hearing realists too, but listen. No disrespect to realists. Listen, I'm just saying, man. We're all old. We got to understand these kids these days. They don't play these games we play, man, and that's why I say Game Pass is the saving horse of the game industry because it's so many games in Game Pass. Now that Fortnite shit is in Game Pass, it helped the
Yup.
average Fortnite player
Yup.
to try to expand their right. No, it's up to them, right? It's up to the average player. I can, Microsoft's not forcing nobody to do it, but it's up to them. So if they want to play some games and Game Pass, they could do it, and that's what they're trying to do because we grow up, we play these games. They don't know what the hell we play. This is why Ubisoft stopped making good games like Splinter Cell and all that stuff. Mike Sony went to some whole different garbage games like Ghost of Tsushima and The Last of Us. Microsoft trying to make variety of games of the Xbox community don't like these type of games. It's just like I don't like you gotta understand. These corporations are looking at statistics, right? They're looking at what these kids are playing. And they're playing Fortnite. And here we go. And that's what they want. All right. If you want the industry change, you got you got to make more games and put them shit in Game Pass. Make Game Pass affordable, and it's affordable, and let these Fortnite players expand their horizon. We know
That's
these
it.
games, Liga.
That's
We
it.
know Outer Worlds. These kids don't know what the hell Outer Worlds 2 is. They don't know what the hell that is. I do. I see these kids today. Oh, you playing 2K?
Yeah,
No,
that's what they'll say, bro. They'll walk up on you real quick. Rez,
no,
they'll
I
walk up
don't.
on you real quick. You playing that
No,
Madden?
no, I don't know. No, I don't. I don't play 2K. So go ahead, realist. Go ahead, man.
No, but it ain't. It's not just kids though, man. It's like your casual adults. That's what they favor. So I'm not gonna keep blaming the kids for these you know, these casual games. I used to be like that back when I got out of college and I got the was it 360. Man, I was playing them in Madden 2K, and then Destiny came out on Xbox One. I played the hell out of that. It wasn't until like these sales started hitting that I was like, man, let me buy these games, man. I started bought a bunch of games on sale. One of the first games I bought was a game that I didn't play before, which was what's the name of that? The game we played, Legal, where you left me stuck. Zombie game. It came out with the something I can't remember what
Oh, you
something
talking about the
edition.
game me and you played, or
Man, I'm talking about the game that I'm still waiting on, man. Undead
oh the
Labs.
State of Decay.
See, you even had to think about it, man. They need to bring that back to our consciousness.
You
See,
mean?
you know what I'm saying? When me and Legal, man, we talked about this earlier. Look, Game Pass is increase. Look, they're not gonna increase the price to where it's so high that nobody else is approaching them. You know what I mean? Because you got Hulu, Netflix right there with them. There are no subscriptions that cost $40. But I think I heard somebody else say that's basically future proofing or whatever. Go ahead and rip it off now, right? But every time Xbox does increase the price, they do add value somehow. Now, Fortnite, Valorant, and those games might not be for you, but they are going to do something that the hardcore Xbox fan wants to play. I don't know what it is, but look, if let's say a game like Judas, that's one of the games I'm looking forward to. Like, not a lot of people are talking about it, but outside of the Bioshock lovers, but what if a game like that goes in the Game Pass? Y'all still gonna complain then? You know, that there has to be something that they add as far as value for us in that service. And I don't think that they're just gonna increase the price without doing nothing.
Hey,
So
it's sort of cutting you off, man. I can't wait for Judas to
no,
come
you're
out,
not,
man. Nigga, I'm a Bioshock fan. Yo, I love Bioshock, man. And
bro.
I can't, like, yeah, the guy who made Bioshock, man, they screwed that man over, dog. I can't wait for Judas to come out, man. And that if that comes to Game Pass legal, jeez, yeah, I'm playing the day one. Hell yeah! Shit, go ahead, Reeves.
No, it's like you know, if it's not for you, it's not for you. Like Game Pass hasn't been for a lot of people for a long time. It's just that it was such a good value. You know what I'm saying? They were getting Game Pass for $1 off Doritos cans and Cheeto bags or whatever else they came up with. And now it's time to, go ahead and pay. Right? The price was so low that you had access to so much that people were just buying it. Now, if they're pricing you out, if you're that type of gamer that's gonna play a couple games a year, 4 games a year, it's best that you just buy them outright. Because at this point, what is it, 380? Legal, what is it? What's the price, Craig? One of y'all help me. I don't have mine.
It's 360 for a year.
Okay,
There
so
you go.
360.
There you go.
If you're not getting 300, if you're not getting more than $360 worth of value, there's no point in you dealing with it. Because as for me, I played a little bit of Doom, a lot of Expedition, a hell of a lot of Silk Song, a hell of a lot of Avowed. I mean, I'm getting my value out of it, even at the increased prices. I mean, I paid up until 27, and hopefully I can still do something like that again. But if it's not worth it to you at 30, it makes no sense for anybody to come down on you about it. If you're that person who thinks that if you buy the game, you're supporting the developers even more, then that's fine too. But if $5 billion in revenue isn't enough to support the developers, I don't know what is. You know, I'm not gonna go out of my way to give Xbox all of my money. I love playing my Xbox, but I love myself a little bit more. I'm not mad at anybody that's not finding the value in it, because honestly, if they increase the prices on me and I was month to month, I don't know if I'd be happy about that. You know what I mean? I don't care about those Surface games. I need more. Shoot. We got Ubisoft. Is it Ubisoft Plus? Because I'm hearing it's Ubisoft Plus, and then I'm hearing it's Classic. It's just Ubisoft Classic, right?
No, the
Y'all can't
classics
put
are
y'all. Hey,
the
this gonna be
classics are
it's gonna
added
be an
to it.
interactive MF and conversation.
But you still
Y'all can unmute y'all mics.
look. The classics are added to it. So it's
No, no,
Ubisoft
no.
Plus Premium, right? And then the
So
classics.
we are getting Ubisoft Plus Premium.
Mm-hmm.
All right, if you're sure about that, I'm not sure because I thought I was because I saw Ubisoft Plus Classics. That's what I saw. And so
Oh,
like,
okay. It might be that. It might be
I
that.
mean, but
Yeah.
what is that? Is it Ubisoft
This
Plus?
is what they say. You get and UB Soft Plus Classic.
Well, we know what EA Play is, right? EA Play is the basic where we get the game 6 to 8 months after they release. But EA Plus or whatever, that's where you get the games day one. I know that's not going to happen. And but if it is somehow Ubisoft Plus where you get the games day one, then how can you argue with that? Now, if you don't care
This
about
is what you
Ubisoft,
get.
that's on you. What's
This
that?
is what you get for Ubisoft Plus Classics. You get right now. What I'm seeing, what they offer: Monopoly Madness, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege X Elite Edition, Far Cry 5.
Okay, how about this? Is Assassin's Creed Shadows in there?
There is Assassin's Creed's. Let me 1 second here.
I'm only
All of them
asking about
except for
Shadows.
Shadows.
Okay,
Yeah,
So
it's
so
all
okay,
of them.
so it's not their highest tier.
No,
So since it's not their highest tier, then you know it's basically what we've always gotten. It just makes the list look better.
well,
But
another thing too, though, is like no other subscription service offers this many publishers into one service than
no,
Microsoft does.
no.
You know,
That's it right there.
But
That's it.
Microsoft is the only one charging $30 too. So like,
yeah, you're right.
bro,
and
You're
for,
right.
Phil,
for a lot
you've got
for
a
a lot of
game,
people,
man.
we don't care about Ubisoft. I know Legal is a big Ubisoft fan. I am. So when I say we, I'm talking about the collective. Like whereas like when Ubisoft games come out, they a month or two later they're trying to get rid of them for half off, and they hurt the value of their subscription doing that. There's no real point. I mean, I can wait a couple months for it to go on sale because I just let my Ubisoft Plus lapse because like Legal and I, we both have the Yasuke statue edition of Shadows. I just went ahead and entered the code because they aren't keeping up with the output that they used to. They used to put out 4 to 6 games a year.
Game
And we
Pass is
know it's
really for people who play a lot of games. Like if you don't play a lot of games, you shouldn't have Game Pass. It's just not catered to you.
Stop fronting. Stop acting like you with the big dog. Stop acting
but
like
For me,
you're
guys,
doing
for
something.
me,
that's fine. If you don't play those games, then that's fine. And that's the majority of gamers that don't play more than. I mean, we've heard the data from Piscatella, right? You got like people buying 6 games per year, and Microsoft's giving you access to 400 and like 30 day one games that people aren't even playing. So yeah, let them unsubscribe. Let them buy the games because guess what? Either way, Microsoft's going to get paid from the games. They'd rather you be subscribed to get their residual. But if you buy the game, there's no sweat off their back. They prefer you buy it on Xbox. But no, let the people cancel. I mean, like putting that up there on Twitter gets you 300 likes by default. So you're gonna have a lot of people saying they're canceled. You're gonna have a lot of people showing that cancellation screen.
it's embarrassing, though. Like for real. Check this out. For us in Canada, it's $13.99, and you have 50 plus games, and you play online console multiplayer. Then you get the streams. That's perfect for the 1 or 2 hours. Then you get 50 games you could play on the side that they got extra for you. Ultimate is for my game heads, man. It's for the enthusiasts, the ones that bang
Speak
out.
on it, Spartan.
Just like you guys on the panel, man. Every single one of you bang 1 or 2, 3, 4 games out the week. The ultimate's for you. You bang out games. You go after those achievements and you reap from the benefits, man. Premium, I like premium. It's for me. I'll be honest. For me, with the volume of work I do, my lifestyle going in and out, I love playing games. I'm mostly Halo, like you all know. I dabble into new games coming out. For me, I'm cool with 200 plus games, and that reminds me of Game Pass Ultimate that we used to have, and Ultimate turned into this new Ultimate here with 400 plus. So they doubled up on Ultimate and kept Ultimate, and they doubled up on Ultimate. Man, that's huge. And for PC, you get 300 plus games, new games on day one, EA Play in games and benefits, and earn 2 times. I'm rocking with this. I'm loving this. Even though I don't sit there and kick games like you guys do, like holy shit, I'm perfect with my premium, man. I love premium.
See, I thought
you see Ren right here. I have 1,000+ hours in Starfield, dude.
Shout outs to Ren.
In Starfield.
Yeah, dog, man.
This dude ain't listening to none of these whiners out here, bro. Ren ain't got time for all of that.
Hey, but when a game like that,
games.
hey, but when a game like that hits Game Pass, it kind of make you feel like you're cheating yourself though. Because I got like 500 in Starfield.
Yo, you ain't like dude's got 1,000. Yo, man, nothing but respect, bro.
500. Shout outs to everyone that plays Starfield, man.
Dolan Knight says, wow. Exactly.
Yo, this is in all fairness, Xbox did a great job. They gauged everybody and they're like, yo, we got our gamers, we got our cool gamers, and we got our complainer gamers. They could get the essentials in 50. Take it for $10 and leave us alone.
I think real quick, y'all. Real quick.
We should call them the tissue box gamers. You know?
Right. Exactly. I think this is going to be what Microsoft might listen to right here. This one right here makes a lot of sense to me too. It could be the middle tier, right? Make it the premium. They may change it up because make a tier that's $20 to $25. We said this, right? We said the sweet spot was $24.99 with no EA, Ubi, or Day One games. Well, I'll put it like this. You gotta keep day one games. You gotta keep day one games because that makes Game Pass unique. But you don't have to have the other things in there. You don't have to have the EA Play or the Ubisoft. I agree. You don't have to have that. You can take those out. But
why would you take them out? Because just check it out. What do we
you
talk
don't
about
have to play them.
What did we talk about earlier,
bro?
With the whole Fortnite tweet that you put out, where it's about partnerships, man.
Right.
It's like it's if you want to promote subscriptions, why not promote your partners who are also trying to build a subscription too?
That's
because
right.
let's be honest, they all want to be digital. They all want to be digital. They want to have everybody tied up in subscriptions, depending on how you want to. You might not like the word tied up, but that's basically what you are. They prefer you to be there. So why not support Ubisoft and EA? Because PlayStation isn't fully committed. You know what I mean? Only those two are fully committed to a subscription model, but they're the only two who really have enough content to fill a subscription. So I'm with the partnering, propping them up because EA Play isn't doing what it's supposed to do. We know Ubisoft isn't doing what it's supposed to do. So I'm with it. I mean,
Game Pass is mega.
It can all bolster the list, right? And the offering that they have. And whether you play it or not, it is what it is. It's there for you, whether you like it, whether you want to play it or not. All I'm saying is what I said before. If you don't see the value in it, hey, don't subscribe. If it's too much for you, lower your tier. Because see, my thing is, I thought premium came with day one games, because that would have been what I did. I would have went with the premium, but premium is within a year. They're basically treating that one like the Sony tier.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
So, and if they think, listen, if they raise the price, they obviously believe that they have an offering that warrants $30 a month. So that means that if you don't see it now, they plan on showing you later.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But for me, I see the value. If you don't care about any,
gotten to the Activision and Blizzard games yet either.
No,
don't remember that.
And not to even mention the back catalog. Not to mention the new studio that they're building over in Europe. You know what I mean? Like all that stuff goes into how they price their product. And for me, if I ain't got time for it, I'm gonna at least boot it up and see what it looks like. Because I don't have time for all these games. I'm a grown ass man, dog. If I wish I had these types of things when I was a kid. You know, when I was going to Blockbuster. I wish we had those types of things, but
that would have been amazing if we had this in back in the Blockbuster days. It'd be killing it, man. Oh my god!
Shout out to Dolan Knight. Dolan Knight said, "I saw only 3 Xbox channels that stood tall while the rest cried and whined. This one,
I'm
Island
surprised
Gaming
you've
with
seen that
Jay.
much. I was about to say,
For
yeah,
real.
those. I was
And
about to say, like
Electron.
those guys, yeah. Because if it ain't those guys, I mean, the rest of them just joining in and riding the wave. Everybody crying. I'm listening to Boomstick. This is egregious. Like, dude, nobody making you subscribe. The problem is you think it's so good that you don't want to do without it.
Mm-hmm.
That means that Microsoft has something you want. That means they're doing a good job. Because if it was trash, we'd just let it go by the wayside like PlayStation players on PS Plus. Because people on PlayStation, their subscriber numbers drop every quarter. Every quarter, you see their numbers going down. So I ain't mad. I'm not gonna complain. Look, if it's too much for me, it's too much for me. Maybe I need another job or something. Maybe I should be looking at work instead of trying to play more video games. Because when I go out to eat, I think I saw somebody say they spend $25, and that's California.
Man, if y'all don't stop, facts. You try to go out to eat right now. Go out to eat, see how much it costs.
Yeah, man. I mean, look, I don't eat snack cakes. But yesterday I had a taste of some snack cakes. I thought I was gonna spend $3 for them cakes, man. Them things cost $5. I don't want to know what they cost in California. Whoever said that in California, I know they cost more in California. Gas is like $6 there. You know what I'm saying? But it's just everything is going up, and everybody's raising their prices. But we only complain about gaming. Gaming is the only one where people think they can spend Camry prices for Ferrari.
Facts.
This is what I told you earlier. Legal people think that they're gonna get the best of the best for the lowest. But see, look. Credit Microsoft for creating that expectation, but now it's time to bust that bubble because people who have a little common sense knew that this couldn't go on forever. We knew that they can continue to give us $20 a month for look, they're exceeding the value far and above, and they're paying third-party partners to join in on this. That couldn't last forever. You got people like who's that hating ass boy from PlayStation? Sean Layton.
Okay.
Sean Layton. Coming out talking about how it's unsustainable. Yeah, it's unsustainable if they don't charge the appropriate amount, and now they're getting around to it. See, all those years when they're letting people get those, dollar deals off Dorito cans. Now it's time to pay. Now it's time to pay to play. You can't. I'm hearing. I don't know how true it is, but I'm not. It's not gonna surprise me. If
Yo, Rez, read the title. Read the comment.
CD
Keys is legend. I would pay realists to grab me deals.
But shout out to the real company that I was getting them from, and that was Aniba.
Yeah, man.
Echoing what Realist said. Realist, you mentioned like people getting a second job to get the ultimate tier because
I ain't say that. I said you might need to look into getting more money if $30 affects you that much.
All it costs is 20 pop cans a day that you've got to turn in for 30 days.
Yo, Spartan ain't gonna let that go.
Okay.
Spartan said it ain't nothing but $1 a day.
All you need to do is collect 600 pop cans, empty pop cans a month. That's 20 pop cans around your neighborhood a day. Turn that in, and that's your Game Pass Ultimate.
I know, man.
We're outside a nightclub at night, outside of a bar or inside of a bar, they'll give you 300 pop cans that evening.
Yeah, they'll go out to a bar and spend like $40, $60, $80, but no, $30. That's killing you.
Yeah, they could afford $1 bag of chips, but they can't afford. There's no excuses, guys. They've created fabulous tiers. Like I said, for me, I'm not the ultimate guy. I don't pop 400 games a month. I only do select few, plus new ones that come out when I have time for me to be able to play. The stream is there. My benefits are there. I feel like I'm having ultimate Game Pass. The new one that came out, hey, man, my enthusiasts, to all my achievers, go for it. And I'm going to dabble into it. Believe me, I'm going to get it month on, month off. But yet I'm sticking to my Game Pass Ultimate, which I've always had, and I'm always happy. When
you hear Spartan 117 say, "Yeah, man," just understand he's Canadian, buddy.
He sounds like D-Batch.
Hey, Spartan, you gonna have to put him in a guillotine chokehold for
Hey,
that one.
you need
Yeah,
you
man.
need to go get some coochie, man.
You're gonna have to get him, Spartan.
I guarantee you that fool was one of the first ones to say something on Twitter. D
Oh,
bitch is what I call
You
him.
can all of them,
oh.
man. All of them are disappeared on Twitter. We got. This is really good. Tears. Everybody go out game, just like Realist and you. Everybody game, man. Get yourselves at least a premium. If you can't do the extra 10, just keep the premium. You get your 200 plus games, man.
I think
But
we
see,
can end the
look,
show with that.
look,
Oh,
hold
go
on,
ahead,
real
Willis.
quick,
Go ahead, Willis.
because I'm looking at
End the show, Willis. End the show. You got it. Take us out.
somebody. Okay, yeah, Rachie said, but seriously, give us a tier without the ABK trash. All right, look. If they give us too much tiers, people complain. If they don't give us enough tiers, people complain. Because if they give us a tier without ABK, or if they give us a tier without Xbox Studios, then people are gonna complain. Like, look, they got a tier. I think it's priced appropriately. The one where you get the games later. You know what I'm saying? You get the lower price, and you get those Xbox first party games later. You know what I mean? You're gonna get what you pay for. And Microsoft thinks it's worth 30. The market will dictate whether or not it's really worth 30. I was just looking at my account to see if I still stayed on Ultimate because I prepaid. I wouldn't be surprised if they did something like that because, hey man, they was pretty much giving it away. And like Legal said, you would tell me to get you those keys. They knew those keys were out there, just like they knew people were getting to play off of Dorito cans. So hey, it is what it is, man. I just, y'all game on. Y'all have fun with y'all consoles. I ain't mad at you. If you cancel it, put it on Twitter. I might even like it if I recognize you. I ain't gonna be mad at you. Straight up, man. Because like everybody's raising prices, but when Microsoft does it, it's a extinction level event. You know what I mean? Like I said, them little Debbie cakes, man. I still bought them. I didn't like paying $5 for them, but I had my mind set on those little Debbie cakes. It's just like these people had their mind set on this Game Pass, and they're gonna still pay it. Again, that's why I asked: did they cancel it? Did they put a video up of them cancel it, or did they show you that screen?
Right.
Because I got the same screen. I got the same
You
little
stupid
video
boy.
of the.
You
I got the
stupid boy.
same little video of going through the cancellation. Well, I didn't go through it. There was an option to cancel it. There was no way in hell I'm gonna cancel mine. But for one, it's paid
I'm not
up.
gonna. I ain't gonna cancel mine either, man. Let's get it up, man.
You know what they should do for all the criers?
I said it again, right?
For all the criers, they should release a Game Pass tier, day one releases only, and that's it. Pay $50. You get brand new games.
No. That's what I said, Spartan. Like they should have put the day one tin in the premium and just show that shit $20.
No day one like that. And premium is perfect the way it is. Within a year, you get whatever select new games. The ultimate. That's where new games sit. That's where the 33 value.
No. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but if you put the day one Game Pass in the premium, don't get into the ABK, not the EA and the Ubisoft and the Fortnite.
I would have kicked up the price. They would have kicked up the price by another $5 on that tier if they put it.
Because people ain't understanding the partnership. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah,
the partnership is not free. It's not free.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not free. But that's why I said on YouTube chat. Listen, man, we can fight the big horse, right? I'm gonna say this realist. I'm gonna say this legal. What is Microsoft's next physical year statement? We know what I'm talking about. The
right now, this is the end of the quarter. Right now, this is the end of quarter 4.
Almost. No. 3.
3.
Three.
I think 4 is
no. Ain't it 2? 2. I'm sorry.
I think 4 isn't the last quarter in February.
Yes, there you go. So it's we're 2. We're 2.
Okay.
We're finishing up 2.
Okay. Yeah. So
because they started in June or something like that. The first
June,
quarter.
They started. Yeah, June. So when Call of Duty Black Ops 7, right, comes out November. The next quarter, the end of the quarter probably is February, right? So would you take that? How many times like the hardware revenue goes up or that? Of course, it's gonna go down, right? Then If the subscription service go up or down. Now, if the subscription service go down, that means a lot of people are canceling the Game Pass. If this shit went
Real
up,
quick, games, real quick. We got a good one in here. I just want to make sure Steve understands this. He says, I heard the PC only Game Pass will still include day one releases for $16.50 a month. That's true. But I also I want to tell Steve this because I already mentioned this and I don't know if he knows. But PC Game Pass and Game Pass for Xbox is not the same thing. So make sure that if you're looking at that to be interesting,
yeah,
look at the games, look at the value of what's being offered because
yeah,
it's not the same thing, brother. That's
it's
I
not,
just want to right.
nah, it's
Yeah,
not
but
the same thing.
but it's still it might not have the same stuff. It's still a better value, and that's where people. If you want to complain about something, complain about that. You know what I mean? Like complain that they're paying the 16.50, but they ain't gonna change nothing because it's two different marketplaces. So if you
Yeah,
want to pay
that's right. Yep.
$16, you go get on. Yeah, it's open over there. See, on
Yeah,
Xbox, there's no competition. Xbox is their own competition.
right.
But when you get on PC, there's Steam, there's GOG, there's Epic. But guess what? Microsoft want all that smoke.
Yeah, they do.
They either gonna partner with them or put them on their platform. See, like a lot of people, they're not paying attention to what's happening. Like you got Epic. Shut up, man. Come on, bro. You got
All
Epic
right.
coming up.
All right.
Let's get ready
Games
to
it up.
rumble.
Look,
All right.
look.
All
I
right.
don't, I don't
No,
look.
no.
I don't know how quiet I am, but I'm trying not to be too loud. Look,
No,
you
you
got
good,
Epic.
brother.
You got Epic coming on Twitter celebrating their new partnership with Microsoft and creating a universe. What is it called? What did they call it? A unified ecosystem. Who that sound like? That sounds like Microsoft.
That sound like Microsoft.
See, look, look. I ain't gonna start on illegal, but they coming. They coming. They coming to knock off everybody's beloved Steam. Eh, Look, Steam is nothing without the games. That 30%'s gotta go. Epic and Microsoft been hand in hand throughout this whole thing, fighting against Google, fighting against Apple, complaining to Steam. Microsoft don't really complain to Steam yet. They can put their games over there, but when they're ready, they're gonna start whining too. But this whole unified platform, if they can't beat them, they're gonna work together. It's just how it's gonna be. You know what I mean? So Microsoft's not afraid of any of the smoke. They'll put Steam right on their platform. You can play your games over here. Because guess what? If you're playing your Steam games on Xbox, where you really playing them at? It's all a big old plan. Microsoft's playing, fighting. They're playing. They say 4D chess. They're playing like 8D chess by now, because they're fighting on so many fronts. They're doing too much. Some people say you can't do too much, but Microsoft's navigating this whole thing. The console is no longer where they're fighting it. They're fighting for money. They're fighting for users. They're getting them any way that they can. And that's all I'm gonna say on that.
Yo, why does
No,
brother
no,
sound
no.
like a hitman? Let's get out of here, y'all.
No, but before you go,
Brother sound like somebody that's about to make a hit on somebody.
but everything what Reason says is true, right? The
I just know
12%
my
is
voice
somebody
carries, bro, and everybody's pretty much
I
going to
hope you
sleep
feel
right now.
better, realist, if you got a cold, man.
No, I don't have a cold, but everybody is asleep. I got home and everybody was
Red
knocked out.
Dead Panda made DIRREC Gaming International tonight. New Zealand in the building.
Shout out to New Zealand, mate.
Yes, sir, mate. Yes, sir.
Yeah, but legal. I'll wrap it real quick, right? So
Yeah, wrap us up, man.
yeah,
Take us out of here, games.
yeah. I'm gonna tell you. So everything what Reason says is true, right? Microsoft is fighting
4
6 fronts.
hours later. I'm just playing, man. Go ahead.
Nah, I come to your podcast that much, so and
Man,
you
come
always
on.
beg me to
Speak it,
come
brother.
here,
Speak it.
and you
Speak it,
always
brother.
beg me to come here. so
Look,
okay. All right,
do
all right.
your thing, games. Come on, baby.
No. This is gonna be a story, right?
Do your thing.
Everybody want that market share, right? Sony wanted to. PlayStation doesn't want it to. That's why PlayStation put it against a PC and something against an Xbox. They want that market share. They realize that there's people out there ain't buying these consoles to play their games, right? I'm not buying no goddamn PlayStation, right? Never will, never care, don't give a crap about the PlayStation, right? So, and look at League. He bought Helldivers 2 on the Xbox because he's not going to buy a PlayStation, right? So, the end of the day, they're all falling on the same coin. Now, Microsoft has the money. Sony don't have the money. Well, Legal always said, big band versus little band. But guess
Facts.
who also have the money? Epic got the money because they backed by Tencent. Valve has the money because Fat New is a rich ass dude, and Steam needs competition also. So this 30% thing is also is going to fight market share also, right? So it's Microsoft is doing it, but the fan base don't understand what they're doing. Everybody is focused on the console. Oh, the console's dead. Oh, it's only sold 40 million. PlayStation sold 80 million. Who gives a crap? If PlayStation doing so well, why are they putting the games on PC? Why are they putting Helldivers 2, their most successful game they had this generation, on a rival platform? Because they're finding a platform war. It's a platform war. Now, I get it. Game Pass was $30. You guys are grown ass men on Twitter. Stop crying like little bitches. Just cancel it. I don't care. Like, I'm not canceling my shit. All right? You guys are just grown men are crying like little girls, man. I'm gonna cancel my Game Pass. Go ahead and cancel it. This is not an airport. I don't care.
This is not
What?
an airport.
This is not an airport, dude. I don't give a fuck. Like, because at the end of the day, you cancel the Game Pass, and I said it again to read this illegal. When the physical year ends for Microsoft, if the subscription service of like 15% or 20%, y'all niggas need to cancel. More people to subscribe. And guess what? Microsoft won because you guys didn't even cancel shit. Now, if the subscription service go down, then Microsoft might reverse it. But right now, it's a test. If people still playing Game Pass and didn't even cancel, and the subscription service goes up legal, but 30%, Microsoft prove your point that you guys are not canceling anything. And guess what? They won. And you know what? And I hope that shit happens. I will call legal that day. Say legal, I got breaking news. Microsoft fiscal report came out and the subscription service up 30%. Prove my point. Like I said again, legal and realist, Twitter's not a real place. These people cancel it. 12 people. Nobody ain't canceling shit. That's it. So go ahead,
Facts.
Nah,
legal.
bro.
No, it is.
If they had, bro, if they had real intentions of canceling, they wouldn't be so upset.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
You would just cancel it. The problem is there's something there that they want that they don't want to let go of, and that's what brings the frustration. They're gonna get to the cancellation screen and think about what's coming next. Cause you better believe Microsoft's about to announce something else other than Call of Duty. They know they have to. You can't just raise the price and say Call of Duty. Call of Duty, we got that last year for $20. So something is coming, something big, something they feel like justifies $30. And guess what? We
GTA
don't play
6.
for
Nah.
we don't play Fortnite. We don't play Fortnite. But a lot of these people
GTA
that play
6.
Fortnite are gonna get into Game Pass and start playing
Yeah.
something else other than Fortnite. Microsoft, Sarah Bond, Phil Spencer been complaining. I call it complaining, but they don't speak favorably upon the black hole games and what they're doing to the industry. So if you can't get rid of them, what you got to do? You got to infiltrate.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you can bring these Fortnite players over here in Game Pass, and they say, "Oh, I got access to something else other than just Fortnite." Some of these
Mm-hmm.
PC players see Valorant, and that's been on PC. You know what I mean? And they've been working that angle too. Because guess what?
You said people are
Who,
forgetting that Microsoft is saying they're going to add 75 plus day one games to the service each year going forward. That's more day one titles than they're adding currently.
well, yeah. I mean, look, they've already got more day ones than anybody, and that includes EA, that includes Ubisoft. I mean, they're leading the field when it comes to what they're providing. They've always provided the most value. But the thing is, the majority of people do not play enough games to justify paying $360 a year. And for those people, they need to go get the premium or the whatever they call it, where you just get online. It's not a problem. Like what Game was just saying. We don't need you to announce that you're leaving. You know what I mean? Just do it. But it hurts. It hurts, and that's why they can't just leave quietly. It hurts that they gotta leave. And that's how you know Microsoft's doing a good job. But they're gonna be just as careful as everybody else. They're not stepping on rakes. I'm so tired of people saying Microsoft's stepping on rakes. They're not stepping on any other rake than Hulu, Netflix, or Amazon is stepping on. They feel like they're going to price their product accordingly, and it's their job to present enough value to justify the price. And so far they have, and I have a little belief that they will continue to have. I will not believe. I have a little faith, because faith is something that I don't put everywhere. But I have a little faith that they'll continue to do that. All right, I'm done.
Oh yeah, we're done too. Yeah, man. I think the only game can be GTA 6. That would be crazy as hell to put GTA 6 on Game Pass. That would be some crazy next level shit. So shit, I'll call legal right now. Say legal GTA 6 is in Game Pass. Legal, I don't believe you. Legal. Shit, this
Yo,
shit, man.
Game Trills, get us out of here, man.
No, that's it. That's it. No, all right, that's
Yeah,
it. I'm
send us out
gone.
of here. Get us out of here, gang.
No, that's it, man. I just say the only game I say is GTA 6, man. If Microsoft do pay Rockstar a lot of buttloads of money and put GTA 6 day one in Game Pass, and these niggas leave, they will subscribe back
Black
automatically.
Black Ink says, what you guys think? Steam and Epic to Game Pass, exactly. It's coming, bro.
I mean, what do they
Yep.
do? I mean, Epic makes games, but they make mostly service games. They have publishing deals where they basically have Game
I
Pass
don't wait. I
exclusivity.
would wait.
Yeah, but see, I don't
It's
see
all about the
there's
storefront, realist. It
but
ain't
they're
about the
already.
games and what they do. It's just the storefront. It's
Well,
availability
he said,
now.
well, he said Steam and Epic the Game Pass. They're
Mhm.
already Steam is already on the Xbox Store or Microsoft
And
Store,
Steam is already in the browser. You can already connect it through the browser on the Xbox.
and Epic would love to have for more people to have access to their store, because a lot of people, they just won't buy from Epic on general principle just because they're Steam loyalists. So Epic is down. The big one for me is GOG, and we know they're down. You
I'll
know what I
go
mean?
GOG.
Yeah. That's the big one for me. Itch.io will be
Mhm.
there for the people who love to support developers.
Indies, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, those are the people who really need help. Those are the people who really need support, because they'll let you buy their games for 25 cents if that's all you got.
No,
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 for real.
really, no,
Yeah,
yeah,
they
for
got
real.
it hustling. Yeah.
For
Yeah,
only
yeah.
a
If
Yeah.
dollar
you,
So
a day,
yeah,
man.
listen, that's why I
if
say
if if,
Microsoft. Listen, when Satya said, "Look, I didn't like it when I understood it, because I'm still a fanboy at heart, but now I got to get out of that mindset." When he said, if it's about competition, let us compete. I know you want to go legal. All right. If it's about competition, let us compete. I knew what that meant, man. See,
Yeah.
guess what? GT gonna be scared to come out. They are itching for Forza 6 to hit PlayStation. What about GT?
Yeah.
Nobody gonna be checking for GT when Forza 6 in Japan comes out,
Yeah.
and they put it over there on PlayStation. They are begging for the demise of the PlayStation as they know it. When I said that, they called me a fool. They said I'm a dumb Xbox. It's like,
Yeah.
y'all want these Xbox games when your I guess PlayStation population is not buying these games at large. You should not want as much competition as already there. PlayStation is already afraid of the competition. Legal got
Facts.
stories about that. Legal got stories about how they don't like being second. They rather not compete with
Yep.
Final Fantasy. They'll close Japan studio. They rather not make Resistance and all these other shooters that they had. They rather just put all their money in with Call of Duty.
Facts.
What do you think? They have already said that they're coming out with one big game per year. If
Facts.
Microsoft continues to clog their storefront and their
Yep.
gamers continue to buy games that are not PlayStation games, what do they think is going to happen to the platform that they come on talking about they bought for exclusives? They're going to get
Speak
less and
on it.
less. Eventually, PlayStation is going to be Steam. They're going to be a storefront
Flea market.
that makes games every now and then.
Swap me.
Microsoft is rendering PlayStation down to just another storefront because they're already afraid to put games out.
They're gonna go down to
They
the
already don't put
PlayStation
enough
swap
games out.
meet.
They're already closing all their studios. Not all of them. They're closing the majority of their studios. Got their studios making live service games that nobody's gonna buy. They should be making Days Gone 2 and they put Ben Studio on another live service game. Like that's not already congested. They've already said it costs so much money to compete in that space, and they're gonna make another live service game just to go out there and die. Who gonna make Helldivers 3 for them? Arrowhead already said F them. I'm done. I'm done for real now.
Damn. Man.
For $1 a day, realist.
$1 a day, baby.
Look,
the same way we started this show, the same way we're gonna finish. Y'all take it easy. We see y'all on the next show. God bless. Good night. We out of here. Peace.
Yeah. Peace.